It's booze, voltage, and gravity, following Wendi eventually. Years roll by and the headlines stay while the world keeps turning anyway. Family shadows, prison walls, time keeps marching through it all. You can hold on tight to memory, but you can't outrun gravity.
Hello. I like that song more and more that I hear it. I might use it on my radio show. Hey everyone, I'm Patty Wilson. Hope you can hear me. Sometimes I think the music ends and then you can't hear me real quick. I have to get up 1 second and go turn the air down because it just shut off. I'll be right back. I have it on a timer and I need to change it. You could just see my knees. Sorry about that. Hey, Debbie Gibby, how are you? I saw Debbie on Facebook. So, how many of you spend most of your days on YouTube watching true crime? Because I was on earlier, I could only listen to Professor Joe's show, and then I see you on others. So I think it's fun that you do that. But I wish I could have more time on YouTube. I need to just turn it on and leave it on, but sometimes the noise is not what I can concentrate with. You know, it's words instead of music, so I can't really do that. Hey, Sade, how are you? Do you remember? Remember, I told you I saw a building when I was in Italy named Sade, Saudade. I wonder if I could find it on my phone. I wonder. Um. Hold on 1 second. I mean, if I wonder if I could do, I don't have that AI thing on turned on my phone. I'll have to look at that. Since I drive so often, yes, you listen all the time. Good for you. So I'm sorry I got to answer this. I'm recording a video. People on Facebook think I'm like, I mean, I am on Facebook a lot, but I really believe that they think I'm on Facebook all the time. Like I don't have anything else to do. But I do. I have to work. Hi, Armand Fence. Armand Fence. You can watch YouTube all day working. Good for you. Hey, Hummingbird, how are you? Thanks for the email. Hi, Annette from England. Nice for you. I often say my Pennsylvania, where I'm from, is like England without the charm. It has the same weather, but no castles. It has Newcastle. It has Newcastle, PA. That's really it. They don't even have White Castles there. Sending prayers for Parker. Okay, I got to go back up. I don't know who Parker is. I want to draw attention to a missing 11-year-old boy in Calgary, Alberta. Parker has autism, missing 6 days. Functions as a 2 to 3-year-old. Emergency alert sent. Oh, so sad. He walked away from his day home. What's a day home? 1 hour later, seen with no shirt. 2 communities over. Then his shorts were found in a rougher community. I know these areas well. Advised to check our properties. Oh my goodness. Parker is known to lock doors behind him, so we're checking sheds. Police are cruising, playing his favorite music in hopes he'll show. Oh. Every hour without food and water counts. We're hoping Parker is hiding under a deck in a shed. You know, it's amazing that you say that because so many children that don't have autism or aren't on this spectrum in that way have an ability to thrive, right? They'll find water, they'll find something. Autistic children don't really have that, do they? When they're severely autistic, they don't have the ability to thrive on their own. Like if they needed something, they don't have the ability to think and go find it. It's crazy. I just thought of that. I've never thought of that before. Poor Parker. Poor Parker's family. And what's a day home? Is that like a daycare? Or did he live there because he's so severely autistic? White Castle hamburgers. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Love them. Is good evidence this Wendi was setting up Jeff as the blame guy part of this? I mean, I don't know what you mean, Jared, because that's pretty much the subtext of Jeffrey Lacoste. In the last trial, when he was on the stand, Georgia did bring up the car. She didn't bring it up every time, but she did bring it up this time. Parker is neurodivergent and nonverbal and becomes scared if approached by strangers. Do not approach. Daycare in a house. Oh, okay. I was re-listening to Wendy's testimony where she says Jeff did meet my parents a few times under oath. I think this combined with the text she sent to Rob about Jeff never meeting. Oh, absolutely. And she was like bringing Rob. It's just so sad. She's bringing Rob into the fold, right? Where she's like, Rob was an ENT. He was doing surgery. He's a surgeon. That's what he does. How does he have time to listen to your freaking sister whine on about her divorce or who my new boyfriend is? I'm serious. My brother would have just shut me down. Murder burgers way back in the day. Oh, nice. Well, I've never heard of those, but way back. Hey, Arlene. Sin's not feeling well. I'm so sorry. Sade is a Portuguese word. It's intense, bittersweet sensation of longing and nostalgia, like you're desperately missing something. People distract me, so let me look. Let's see if it'll pop up. It did. Hold on. It just says Sade 500 milligrams. Let me email it to myself. I was in Crotone, which I think is not Italy. I think that was in Croatia. I didn't know if it would find it just by me typing the letters in. But it did. Yay. Love when that happens. Because it has like, if you have if you have an iPhone, then it'll tell you, you're not using AI, blah. How do you I turn off spam, I put my unsubscribe, and yet you still get so much. It is just incredible. I'll show you this. So I took this because of you. It was on the side of a building, and it just said Sade 500 milligrams. I don't know what that means. But I saw it and thought of you. White Castle burgers frozen. Oh, Dame, it is not the same. I mean, you can. We can get them here in the Publix, but no. They have minced onion in the meat. You knew Rob would tell the police after the murder. Oh, wait, Wendi told me about a secret boyfriend, the only one I know about. I know. She had to have known. The whole thing is just so sad. Hey, Leslie B., how are you? How do you do that? That's why I think it's so. Go put a mock jury together. And see if you can get this done. A lady I met recently was on a mock jury for a federal trial here in town when it was Andrew Gillum who was running, who was our mayor. And then he ran for governor, and then he got charged with some federal crimes, which he was acquitted, which isn't a surprise based on the makeup of it's so liberal here. They loved him. People would still vote for his sorry ass. He just got like a DUI. He didn't get a DUI. He had paraphernalia, meth, and pot next to him while he's driving a car through Daphne, Alabama, but never got a DUI, shockingly. But why don't they just put I don't know if that's a thing. I have to ask an attorney here. But why not do a mock trial and see what happens? Andrew loves to talk about Andrew Gillum. Not right now, he doesn't. His wife Rashida doesn't like talking about him. Can you imagine? Rashida Gillum. She's still living here. I don't know where the hell he lives. Evening, Melissa. Oh, yes. Yeah, the White Castles are not the same. I mean, it's a nice option if you don't have them like we don't, but I heard they're yes, I did take that pic and thought of you. We're walking along the side of the road. I don't know what that means though. Shadade's 500 milligrams. Oh, there's a medication. There's no standard medication. It's a deeply evocative Portuguese word. The phrase Sade, I'm going to mess it up, is frequently used as poetic or metaphorical term in art, street murals in Portugal, and photography rather than in pharmacology. So this was in Cortone, the town. Cortone, not that. So interesting, right? Hi, Patty. How are you? Hey, Tim Boyle. Things are heating up for Wendi Moore. Podcasts are renewing interest and a documentary in September. What's the documentary? You can get Skyline chili. I can't get that. I've never had it, so I don't know. I don't eat a lot of chili. I'm grateful they're already in jail. I was listening to that yesterday. It was making me laugh. Making me laugh. Well, you are welcome because that was an interesting thing. I thought. I was listening today to Charlie's testimony and then the phone calls. Did I lose it? Oh, here it is. State Hammer's Charlie Adelson. So what's her Georgia is playing, it's this video. Georgia is playing the calls between the bump guy and Donna, and then between Catherine Magbanua and Charlie to the courtroom, which of course I was there. It's hilarious. But you can't laugh in the courtroom, but now I can laugh. Like it is just absolutely. You want her arrested for Halloween? Hi, Rombo. I think it's just an absolutely comical conversation now to watch this, the 2 hours of it, and he's sitting there going, yeah. Mom talked to him for 18 minutes, the bump guy, and he goes, 18 minutes. She goes, 18 minutes. He was really nice. Good for you. They're getting one at Daytona, but I'm not driving the 4 hours to go there. Any day is a good day for Wendy's arrest. Oh, it's just so funny. Yeah, she spent the night. We talked about that. Oh, I know what it was. I got to go find it. It's hilarious to me because Georgia plays the part where he talks with Donna and Donna goes, say hi to June for me. Say hi to June for me. And I'm like, what in the royal shit zone are these people on crack? I mean, like, say hi to June? Let's see if it finds it. Say hi to, I'm pretty sure it was say hi to June. No. Donna says June. I don't know where it's going to find it. It's not really highlighting the text like I like. But you can hear Donna say, Who says, hey, by the way, we're being extorted. We know it's the FBI or some other like Lewis or someone and says, say hi to June. I know it's not June's fault. It's that she's. I never delete my text, says the woman who has every text on her phone except this is so sweet. I delete mine. I told you all that. If I have something over 5 years, it's going bing, bing, because text messaging in real estate is part of the file. It's part of the a Halloween arrest for Wendi would be fitting since it was Halloween 2004 when Charlie asked Katie, how can we get jail calls from Donna? We can't. Can't get them. They're not releasing them. He used snail slime in his hair. Can you imagine? It's like remember the movie Something About Mary up in there? Keeping that hair all greasy. I know. It's okay, Will. She only deletes her entire account, but her mother writes it all down. Do I believe Rob has more info? No, I'm sure he told everything to the FBI. I know that was a good one too. That was a good one. June walking past Charlie and saying happy birthday. And you're just like, what the fuck just happened here? What just happened here, people? What are you all doing? Setting up Jeff was cruel. I think she started setting him up when Charlie arranged a hitman. Yeah. I mean, they dated for 2 years. So could have been even before that. That just sets Tallahassee Lassie. She dated him for 2 years, right? Was it 2 years total? Somebody like True Crime Wifey knows that for a fact. If that's the case, and this conversation went on, as soon as that, it came out long before that. I'm just convinced that they had these conversations well before. Well before. It is disrespectful, Judy. Makes me want to drive to Kentucky and go get one. They have a bunch of them in Louisville. What about when Wendi said in the first 3 trials under oath that she did not turn on Trescott? I know. They should play that for the jury in Wendy's trial. They will, if they have one. That's right. What about a mock trial? I feel like Everett is the judge for Wendy's trial. They will get past the JOA. He knows this case. I don't think it's the judge. I think they're worried about the Supreme Court. That's what I think they're worried about. After talking to Professor Joe, that's what I think. I think it's not. I think they're worried about being overturned. It's still far. Very far. Wendi already did. She'll deleted her calendar because Donna had it all written down. June is a delightful nincompoop. The fact that they aren't releasing Donna's calls leads me to believe they're being saved. Oh, yes, absolutely. But I believe it's... You were watching June today. She says, oh, August is not a year. How could you not get a kick out of her? I mean, she was definitely the comical, I don't know, poor thing. She sure does think she's pretty. If there's no one else in doubt that thinks you're pretty, June thinks she's pretty. Can they play it for the jury with the derivative use immunity? Yeah. Because it's a lie. Remember, perjury doesn't count. All that use immunity is great as long as you don't lie. Once you lie, that's not working. It only works when you're telling the truth. That's okay. They can be overturned. At least she would be in jail for years. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen her with a man on Facebook. She doesn't open Facebook. She was something, right? So what do you guys want to talk about? You could read some of that bitch's book. I love that blog that called this Shiterature. I was like, wait. Shiterature. Do you think she still has a case of these in her truck, in her car? I wonder where she's driving now. What do you think she's driving? I love that Donna literally wrote in her calendar, pay Katie, pay the woman who organized the hitman for her murder. I know. I know. So bad. Wait a minute. Does every other, let me look at these other books I have sitting here. Yeah, they do. Yeah. I was looking at this page and it had Wendi Adelson and I thought I don't read a lot of books. Okay. I listen to them. So I forgot. I was like, is the author's name at the top of every page? And it is. Yeah. So I had to look because I was about to really make fun of her. She likes the label. Please don't read Wendy's. Oh my God. But there were some citations on here that were mean the other day. So we read it. We read when I was with True Crime Wifey, and she has some bitchy notes in here. So this heifer writes you can't really see. So all of this right here is a citation. So she does this. So she cites herself, and it's like shower thoughts. That's what it's like. So she'll put shower thoughts in here. And she's a nasty bitch. I mean, I was reading it and I was like, oh, you're a bitch. Like, you're not just a murderer. You are a bitch. She names one of the people Ruth, and it is not nice. Like, she's a bitch. But I loved how this blog called it Shiterature. So I was like, she's a bitch. Donna's OCD sent her to life without parole. I didn't buy it. It was given to me. Wendi is probably driving a wiener mobile. But I mean, I'm not going to not read it. You prefer cunt. You can't not read it because you need to know the mentality of the person you're dealing with. When people say you don't want to hear from that person, oh, it was meant for someone else. When you don't want to hear the thoughts of someone else, you got to. That's just life. I may not want to talk to, well, let's say Jeremy Matlow. I don't like him. He's running for mayor. I don't like him personally. And so I refuse to interview him on my radio show. Someone else interviewed him. So that's fine. Let him interview him. But other people are like, you shouldn't even listen to that station. They're having Jeremy. How does anyone grow when you choose not to listen to the other side? And frankly, I bet Georgia knows this book inside and out, because how do you get to the mindset? It's just like Charlie, Dr. Adelson. Can I call you doctor? She goes, yeah. He goes, yeah, I can call you. I mean, it's just like knowing that is a thing for him, was to be called doctor. You got to know who your enemy is. And that's why I read. I mean, I haven't read a lot of it, obviously. But when I saw the citations, I mean, I have written my own notes. Like, I have my own scratch theory going through here. I might want to sell my notes. I have like scratched through it things and wrote notes through it. She's a bitch. Yeah, it's good to hear the other side for sure. You hate that word. Sorry, Debbie Gibby. Too bad. Meant to say I prefer Wendi being called a KUNT. June was late to testify because she got caught in the bathroom stock due to the size of her purse. Absolutely. Didn't you get the book at the yard sale? Yeah, I did. Southwood yard sale. But I didn't. My church had it in the little book area. And I was like, ooh. And they're like, take it. And I was like, good for me. So stupid. But I'm not reading, like, I haven't read the graphic parts. I only read a little bit, but I have written it up. Like, I wrote notes through it. So stupid. She's a horrible writer. I mean, on the face of it, she's a horrible writer. Yeah, I wrote the house money was a lie. The Geek Squad thing was a lie. Because it was in Harvey that Charlie bought the TV. I don't even believe Charlie bought the TV. Um, Something I wrote, Jeffrey in 10 day. I'll even read it. Doesn't know something about the trip to New York, his trip to New York. Oh, her money to buy the house was a lie. Like all of that was a lie. Like she didn't, how she says, I didn't have enough money to buy a house. Yes, she did. The number one question is still, why did she throw Charlie under the bus immediately? It's that spontaneous utterance. She did it before she could even speak or even think to speak. That's why she did it. The truest thing that ever came out of her mouth. And then she spent the next 8 hours trying to undo it. She did. Let me tell you, spontaneous. We use that in sales, spontaneous utterance. It's excited utterance or spontaneous statement is an out of court statement made immediately during or after a startling event. Because the person is under stress, the law considers that statement highly reliable. Startling event, lack of reflection. Could be blurted out before the speaker has time to consciously fabricate the story. It just broke loose. It broke loose, and then there you go. And that's why she threw him under the bus. She didn't have time to think. Give me a list of who. Oh, yeah, you like my twant word. Oh, I haven't thought of it lately. That was for another person. He's so funny, John Smith. Don't forget about the Wendi. Stop making me laugh. Don't forget about the Wendy Adelson Foundation for Kids to Feel Good. Oh, I know. I've never found anything like, remember when I broke down? She said she did that book, or she found books. I don't know what the hell it was, but it was like in the end, she did it through high school, and it was like $10,000 or something, and it was to all these high schools, like $4 a person. It wasn't like big money. It was really not. Why not throw him under the bus too? It was easy for her. Yeah, but she could have said it. She could have said it differently. I think it was spontaneous utterance, and that's why. Twant. We all know what that means. Drive safe, Tater. He drives an old police car. He drives a hearse. Yep. Just a mess. The whole thing was funny now. Everything was a lie. Yep, Debbie. You're not a fan of the word, but it's so appropriate. You gotta let it roll. You just can't. My best friend's Irish. It's one of her favorite words. It's just gonna happen. I know they shot the gas line. I think other things were going on in that car that gas line got shot. I wonder how many publishers rejected Wendy's book. I wish that was public record. I'm reading the notes. Sorry. They're still going on about my word. But I mean, when you listen to these phone calls now between Charlie and his mother, and she's like, oh, the stress of it all. My mom was most proud that I graduated a virgin. I don't believe that either. I mean, we can list all the lies. That's a fun task. Oh, then other shows will do it. I'm getting. I don't really care what what people steal from me, except for one guy who called me crazy and then steals our ideas here. That's the only kind of bothers me, but not really in the end. If the twat fits, she wears it. The Brits, Scottish, and the Irish let it just roll off their tongue. It sounds so funny when they do it. I'm thinking about Ricky Gervais. It does. And I always watch those little kids on the Facebook reels or Instagram reels, and they say it. It's hilarious. I was watching some little girl going to the ice cream, and the ice cream truck wanted 9 pounds or 9 quid to get ice cream, and she just let it rip on this ice cream guy. I screamed. I let him hear my. Nobody's gonna do it. Off like a prom dress. I do say that a lot. Off like that's what I tell my husband every time I leave the house. Off like a prom dress. There's no way that girl was a virgin. Like, I mean, what are they gonna sue? Sue me for defamation? At some point, it's just gotta laugh. Not everyone is a pervert, though, Debbie. We have a wonderful lady who's an ice cream truck driver. Did you get back in or what? You're Scottish, you swear? I'm Welsh, Scottish, and Irish, I swear. Did you get back in? She got banned from everything. And then she had 2 accounts. I have 2 accounts, but I don't really use them. I haven't even logged in until I logged in for her. I wonder if there was, I wish I could word search this damn book. I wonder if anybody had did a PDF version of it. I wonder if I could go to Office Depot, cut the binder, and then scan it. You're Italian and you swear. Mr. Softy Drivers. I know, but not everybody is a serial killer. I got to tell my husband that all the time. It would cost too much. No, it wouldn't. It doesn't cost that much. I would scan it. I just need the binder cut. I don't understand. Now I'm working on 3 days activity instead of over 75. I don't mean that. Patty, I listened to an older episode of yours. One of the comments was Wendy's pussy must be like Mariana Trench. Thank you, JJ. It's true. We have a very nice Mama P's ice cream truck. She goes to events. She's like a food truck. An X-Acto knife would cut it. I have one. I'll try that. Just want the binder cut. My son might be able to do it. He has a laser. I agree with you. We know they hear the music and run. No. Dude, they make a bank here. I wonder how much she charges. Oh, you are over 75. Oh, where they track your activity. I apologize. Yeah. The Mariana Trench. So what do you guys want to discuss? I was going to read more of her book, but she's just such a bitch. I mean, it's not like we all don't know she's a bitch, but I love the idea of reading it just so it would be out there and because people I bet are still buying it. Do you think people are still buying the book? Does it say how many people buy it? Hold on. I just don't want her, that whole name, image, and likeness thing. Oh, someone else wrote a book called This Is Our Story. That's fun. Oh, there's 2 formats. Hold on. 30.3. It's hilarious. 3.3 on the Goodreads. All editions. So I was trying to figure out, I thought, I don't know what True Crime Wifey's doing. I thought True Crime Wifey said it was actually published before 13 because this is the FSU version. And I was trying to think, well, she wrote it. So the boys, think about the boy's age. Here's where I'm going. The boy's age, she writes it in 13. Was she already planning to leave Dan the second she had that second child? Copyright is 13. Okay, then give it a 1. They'll shut the thing down. We can't do that. They'll shut it down. So she wrote it, say publication date just says right here, May 31st, May 13th. So wait a minute. She divorced him in 12. This makes no sense. Am I wrong? It was not required. It was not required reading. It says it in the first page in the introduction. It is not. It's you got it in a welcome packet, and then they invited you to a barbecue. Divorce was final in 12. Right. Wait a minute. Let's go. So the process started in 12. This isn't published until 13, and she's whining about him not reading the book while you're divorcing him. So she wrote it in 10 and 11. Unless she whipped it out in 11. And then she's walking around with like scraps of paper saying, Dan, read this. Dan, read this. So the one child was only 2, going to 3. She was writing this as soon as that baby was born. Oh, thanks, JJ. Appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? Think about that. Timeline. She files for divorce in September of 12. She moves out. The rental home is ready in August. She runs out of the house in September. She takes her divorce counseling thing because of the children in July. That's when the certificate was available of 13. This is published in May. So she takes the thing in July of 2012. The divorce is finalized around March of 13. This is published in May. Before she wrote them a check with Dan's money, because that's probably what happened when she grabbed that money out of the account. Book was out before she filed. Here it says it was published May 1, 2013. I don't think it was. Publication date, May 1, 2013. Here it says the Kindle edition. Here's the answer. The Kindle edition was September 12th, 2011. So she published it on Kindle before she published it as a book. I just scrolled down. So she has these babies. She's pregnant and gave birth. She knew she was leaving him when she was pregnant. Bet. Because one boy will be what, 15 this year? It's 2011. She was pregnant when she wrote this. She's a bitch. The Kingling edition. See it right below? It says September. Yep. And what was the filing date for the divorce? I think it was like September something 12, right? She knew she was leaving him when they got engaged. Apparently. Damn. So anyway, it's just something to think about. Like, we already know she's a bitch, but that is... Does it say how many have sold? Let's see. Had an ISBN number in 10. Mm-mm. I don't see it. You can buy 30. Mm-mm. I don't know. But I think she's a bitch. There were problems at the wedding. Problems? I can't believe. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand any of it. I don't understand. I just... Everyone deserves that. Everyone deserves it. And she wanted check. I know women like that. Do you guys know women like that? That they just, oh, he looks good on paper, right? And it's check. This is what took so long when she was cleaning out her childhood bedroom. It's not good. Thanks, Patricia. You can't lead a horticulture. Funny. So what did someone say they want to do? The jail calls? Which jail calls? Was it prison jail calls? I think I love that channel. I hope they make money. Phone calls from prison. So fantastic. God, some of these people are just... I got to go back and listen to Melody Ferris's. Let's see. Want to start from the beginning? Conviction Day. I'm sorry, this is funny though. Let me start at the beginning.
This video were made on November 6, 2023, the day of Charlie Adelson's conviction. Charlie was convicted of the murder for hire of his sister Wendy's ex-husband, Dan Markell. Charlie and Wendy's mother, Donna, has also been arrested and charged in the connection with the murder. If you want more details about this case, you can pause and read the brief summary in this video's description. This video contains 5 calls that Charlie made to his mom and dad on the day of his conviction. Take a listen.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from an incarcerated individual at the Leon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored.
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey,
Hey, Charlie. Charlie.
how are you guys?
Okay. We're still talking to you, so that's good. We're still talking.
I'm sorry. I'm going to say anything. I'm sorry to say anything. It is what it is.
They didn't give you a chance. They had their minds made up. You don't walk out 3 hours.
No, trust me, it is. I knew what jurors like, and I knew what I had when I was up here. I knew what I was dealing with.
It looks like
Look, it is what it is.
Have you spoken to Dan since he left?
No, I
Oh, yeah.
called you guys.
Okay.
Should I call him?
Yeah, there's something that he told us. You need to talk to him. You need to
Yeah,
ask him what
I'm fine.
to tell my parents.
Yeah, no. I'm going to talk to him, but I'm fine. I'll call you in a little bit. But take it minute, relax. Not getting upset, not going to change anything. It's only going to get you sick.
All right, call Dan. Ask him to tell you what he told us. Okay.
Listen, I'm fine. Just take something to relax, okay?
All right, we're going to be okay, Charlie. Just please give Dan a call and call us back later, okay?
Yeah, tell Mom to take something and relax.
I will.
I know what I was dealing with. You didn't take something, you don't go crazy and get upset.
Okay. I love you. We talk a little bit later, okay?
I got full power on my phone. I'll call you guys in a little bit tonight. And that's,
All right. Let's call Dan first, okay?
Sorry.
For a long time. He was okay to go eat and get out of the room. He stayed on it for a long time. He said he was going to call you guys when I got off the phone with him.
I wanted
go
to
eat and get out of the room. He stayed on it for
I wanted to hit the pause because you're listening to him talking about how much the man was just convicted of murder. And he's literally talking about how much phone charge he has in this. I mean, the whole thing is so diabolical and bizarre. How would you? This is why Wendi was like she was in the interrogation room. Why are you able to talk about how much charge you have on your phone? Because you know you did it. And so you kind of expected the outcome.
a long time. He said he was going to call you guys when I got off the phone with him. I was going to call you in a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
We were able to get through the brief.
Great.
Roman has like fallen asleep in her lap.
Okay.
She's like, when I was in a Roman, I'm like, just don't say anything to him yet. There's no reason to.
He's a little.
Yeah, I can't handle that. That's the honestly the only thing.
No.
Wait a minute. He didn't want to pay child support.
But you don't have to do anything now.
No. I mean, honestly, the only thing I really wanted to do is just add in my life. Is to be a dad, have a son.
I know. Believe me, I know.
I always wanted to be a dad. I mean, when I was with Brie, I dated her for 6 weeks. I found out she was pregnant 6 weeks after we'd broken up. And I was like, no, I want to keep it. I want to be a dad.
I know you do.
Yeah, I know, Charlie. I know.
Take a breath, Charlie.
Take a deep breath, Charlie, please.
But honestly, I'm like, I don't know if I'm in a state of shock.
Yeah, you're in shock. We're all in shock.
Yeah.
We're all in shock.
I had a feeling.
He would gladly pay for his brother-in-law to be killed, right? We know that. But he didn't want to pay for this baby?
So it's not like, listen, I've been up in Tallahassee for a year and a half. I mean, I got a taste for how big this case was. I had no idea. There was no way in hell I was ever going to get a fair trial up here. No,
but that's
fucking way in hell.
No.
Listen, even with the jury consultants, they ended up using X's on people that were like fucking horrible. Like not even like selection. It was just like get the people off that you like. I mean, honestly, I sat there and like the same people that I said let's X off our jury. To be honest with you, were the same people the jury consultants were like, yeah, you can't have these people on your jury. So it wasn't even like picking good people. It was about just keeping the fucking horrible ones off that we couldn't have come on. There was no like, every time I said, oh, this one, I had the same numbers down that we had to get rid of. Yeah, I don't know paper that they had to get rid of. There was no, you know.
I know. It was, listen, these people didn't deliberate. We know what happened.
He didn't deliberate.
They were decided before. They went back, filled out their papers, and came out. That's not a deliberation. They looked at
a couple things. Got them in. They probably ate for an hour and then talked about some stuff. Went through this paperwork, filled it out. Because they went all the way to like I guess 1:30 with the opening stuff. And they probably took lunch till 2:30.
Yeah. They didn't deliberate. They did nothing. They did absolutely nothing. Vigilante.
When they came in and I saw when they came in this morning and nobody looked at me, I knew they'd already made up their mind.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I was my gut instinct for life.
Dan did a great job. You spoke well. They listened to nothing. Absolutely nothing.
No, they cut and pasted emails. They cut and pasted lines from text messages and gave us their own meaning. You know, like, oh, kissy face. Oh, like.
I saw what they did. Oh, it's a mistake.
Yeah,
like it's nothing.
It was like, I don't know. It was like the clip, like they dressed it up into something it wasn't. They just, I don't want to talk about it. I'm in shock. I'm partly in shock, partly not surprised, partly just certain things that I don't want to go into, but I just wish I went with my gut instinct. My gut instinct was I wish I would have gone with my gut more in life. What it's about, right? So you guys take care of yourself. I mean, last thing I need is you guys getting sick out there. One more thing on my head.
Yeah, no.
Yes, I don't have much. You know, I don't really have much in life anymore. So it was something happened to you guys.
Yeah, well, we'll be fine.
We'll stay tough for you, Charlie. We'll stay tough.
Don't you wish we had video of it?
You know, again, I don't even know what it's going to be like, but I did ask Dan if they put me in, if they maybe get me in some it's called protective management, where people are like, that I guess have high profile cases or people that are like police officers, when they go into custody, they put them in certain areas where they can't put them in general population. I heard this campsite like
That was the worst thing that happened to him, honestly.
Guy's still in shock. He said they're going to work on that. They're going to work on the appeal.
Right.
I mean, listen, it's such a high profile. You know, it's like you have to get an appellate lawyer. It's such a high profile case that, I mean, listen, everyone's saying all the right things. Listen, I had a good life. I really did. It was plus 45 out there. And,
let's see what develops. Just let's be patient.
Yeah, trust me, the judge gave these people plenty of warnings. I'm sure they followed their little instructions.
I'm sure they did. Yeah.
Listen, these are people who took a Catwoman. These are all people from Tallahassee.
Well,
There's no way
where
there's
you
no
committed
way
the murder.
they're a rock. There's no way you don't know about this case. You know, this is the biggest. This is like.
See, where morons just want to be morons. It's where the crime was committed. So in the United States, we have a right as the citizens of this county and this court district to hear him being tried. It's a jury of his peers here.
Case they've had up here since the 80s.
Charlie, they weren't listening. They weren't listening to anything, because if they had a brain and they were listening, it was very clear.
Yeah,
but they don't listen. They just go. They just do. They don't listen.
Yeah, and they're hammered with someone like Georgia Catwoman, who makes it real simple for them.
She didn't even. She had no evidence. She had nothing.
No. They had emails. Look at the emails. Oh, look at the emails. Which is,
emails that never mentions anything about danger or violence.
I trust me. I know that it's not how they're not before they use it to paint a different picture. To paint a picture. You know, I mean, Jesus Christ, they made a deal about me calling the home line I've had since 1979. Like, you only lived there for 3 months in 2014. So you're only there 90 days in 14. They're in a chart going to 16. Well, yeah, it's because the house was sold in 15, and you're only there 90 days. I mean, there's nothing special about calling my home phone, but they put up a pie chart, and it looks, they made it look like there was something very suspicious about calling you at home.
Yeah. It's just they painted a picture without evidence. That's what they did.
Yeah, they literally they had a theory. I don't know what to talk about anymore.
Yeah, there's no point. There's no point right now.
I can't really talk on it.
No.
Even though this is
they didn't have a theory. You had a theory.
Yeah.
Right.
I know.
Right.
All right.
So it's only for the night that they moved me over to E1 because when you get convicted, they notice sentences like this.
I'm not aware. Say that again. They're moving you?
No, they already did it. When I came back to the jail, they had to roll up my stuff and moved me to E1.
And what is that?
They let me keep my clothes. I'm not in my regular cell anymore. They have me in a suicide cell.
Is it your own cell?
Yeah, it's my own cell, but it's got a hole in the wall and shit on the ceiling. I can't see the glass.
We don't know, JJ. We don't know.
People fucking screaming.
I know, I hear them.
And I'm just like in my little cell, like a solitary green cell with lights on. I can't see out. Like I said to the officer, put me in here. I'm like, listen, I'm not suicidal. But I guess whenever you're convicted and stuff, they put them in one of these for observation. chief of the prison to come talk to me tomorrow. We're gonna have a therapist come talk to me tomorrow. I'm talking suicide one. You can't leave me in here that long. Like, you crazy looking yourself. They know they can talk to you in the morning. They'll probably get moved back to my pod. Back to myself. I guess a precautionary thing.
Yeah. Oh, God.
That's what they sometimes, right?
Not even believable. Unbelievable.
I don't want to say no way to anybody with a fellow player. This case is so big. It was so publicized. This isn't some guy trying to get an appeal on the case. This was like what had to be up here. They had live coverage. They had, they pull out all the stops. It's not something.
I know what they were
not making a mistake. You know what I mean? It's not like, we thought for some minutes he got brought back on appeal, or the judge made a stupid ruling. They were dotting every I and crossing every T. I love you guys.
I love you, Charlie.
I love you, Charlie.
I love you so much.
Get through tonight and get through tomorrow, and just call us anytime, please, okay?
Yeah, no, listen, take something so you don't end up having a heart attack tonight, okay?
Off
Listen,
yourself.
I love you guys a lot, okay?
I love you too.
I love you,
I
Charlie.
love you too, Charlie. I love you. I love you, Charlie.
I love you.
Understand, like
I love you. Love you,
just take care of
Charlie.
Roman for me. And keep an eye out for him.
You know I will.
We will.
No,
And
no.
Charlie.
that's Wendy. By the way, I wrote Ben like a month ago. He never wrote me back.
I'll find out.
Yeah.
You know what?
No. How's Wendy doing?
I can't talk to her. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't talk to her?
I did not talk to her. I can't do it. I can't talk to her. Anybody else but you. Good fan.
Yeah.
Dan,
Listen, I love you guys a lot, okay?
who now doesn't
Everything's
get the call.
gonna be fine. I'm gonna be strong.
I know you will.
And Dan's gonna look out for me. They're gonna try to. I already told them to don't harass them about it, because I've already spoken to them, said it twice, and they said they're definitely gonna look into it and do what they can.
Look into
Yeah,
what?
I know. I know. Say that again.
Yeah, about the protective, trying to get me into the protective management because of the
Right.
publicity on the case.
The worst thing that ever happened to
And,
him.
look, I don't want you guys, man, I know you're upset. I just don't want you guys getting sick over this.
We will. We will. You just be strong, okay? And then we'll be fine.
Yeah. You're strong,
I've been
Wendy.
dealing with this for how many years now? It's like,
I know.
now you get what I listen, I haven't been myself. Listen, for me, for how many years for how many years I had it was hard to be normal with everything going on.
I know.
It's kind of, and I still try to work, and it still works, and I'm still I don't think nobody ever got what was going on in my head. And I can tell you.
Also,
I know that.
Nobody ever knew. But I always had like I said, I always had a feeling.
of
No,
what?
I know that.
If you had a feeling,
I
why'd you do it?
God, I remember the last time that we all went to the sushi with Rome, and we were taking video. You don't really want to know what I was thinking in my head.
No, we don't. Well, I mean, we do, but
We'll take care of Roman, but just hang in there, okay?
be Roman. Freaking.
I'm good. No, listen. I woke up today in jail, and going to bed in jail. Nothing changed for me. Unfortunately, we didn't win. I don't even say it. I'm still in shock. I'm still, honestly,
I know.
I cried a little bit when I got in the cell, but I'm like, I'm still.
You're strong. You're strong.
It's set in, but it hasn't set in, and
Of course not.
it doesn't feel real. And it's almost like, if it makes any sense, it feels like it's no different than it was yesterday. I'm just in the same cell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did do this to yourself.
But it's like my worst fucking nightmare, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know, Charlie. I know. It's for all of us. It's for all of us, Charlie. It is for all of us.
I don't even know what to say.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know what to say either.
I don't even.
We're here, Charlie. We're here. And anything that can be done, we're going to try to do. You know that.
No, I know, but don't do me one favor and don't get sick. Like I know. Listen,
Do you remember when he went to Akala, which is the first prison he went to after the reception center? And then I had my son come on. Remember all those videos back in the day? And we talked about he was in a dorm setting with all the older people where he was located. And the noise was so bad.
tonight, please take something now if you haven't already.
We already did.
We did, Charlie. We did.
Take another one. But listen, it's.
All right.
I love you guys. You're my parents.
I know.
I love you, Charlie. I love you.
We love you more than you do.
But it's just,
Hang in there. I don't want to make you cry. So you're just taking it easy tonight, okay?
again, if I want to quit tonight.
Yeah, call us anytime.
Anytime.
We're up.
Anytime, Charlie.
Okay.
Please, anytime.
Okay. Okay.
Love you. Love you. Love you.
Bye, sweetheart.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Bye,
Love
sweetie.
you.
Love you guys.
The
Love you
caller
guys.
has
Hey,
Hey, hon.
Hi,
how
Charlie.
are you guys?
We're okay.
We're all right.
By the way, I only have like $15 on my phone.
On your phone.
Let me run to my
Yeah,
checking
yeah.
account.
Okay. I'll take care of it right now. I'll take care of it right
My
now.
mother would
Yeah.
never
I
pay.
called Michael. I talked to him for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He had texted you guys.
You did. What about commissary or eye care? What about those things?
I got food for.
Commissary or eye care? Is that what she says? Commissary or eye care?
I'll get the food when I get back into the pod from the guys I gave it to. I'm not that hungry. They had chicken tonight. Chicken that I ate it. And they gave me 2 packages of tuna fish back. They'll give me my food back. Last night I thought I may be getting out today, so I gave away all my commissaries that I had saved up.
Right.
But the 2 guys I gave it to, I'm friends with. They'll give it right back. It's not.
Okay.
They're not keeping it or anything. But I'm just in this one cell for the night. So they just have me like, yeah, I'm just in a cell for the night. In the morning, the chief of the jail is going to come see me, and they're going to have they have like nurses that come and they're going to ask me a bunch of questions. I mean, I'm not suicidal.
Oh,
but I guess they just
packages.
do
Thank
that.
you.
They don't have a problem with you having you under observation. I understand why they do it, but I told the sergeant to put me in here. I said, "You keep me in here long, I'm go fucking crazy."
Yeah.
Like just because.
They'll let you go back. They'll see you're okay. They'll let you go back.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Listen, I woke up in jail. I'm back in jail. I've been here for a year and a half. I guess that's a very big swing of emotions to go from like thinking you're getting out.
I know. We're all set.
Yeah.
It took a whole bunch of clothes from a couple of weeks ago. I packed up a suitcase for you. So when you came, I had it ready for you to go to a hotel with it. And I had
Oh,
everything ready
is
for you.
that- wait a
Just
minute.
got out.
Isn't that the weirdest thing in the world that she got him a hotel at a resort? Do you know what I'm saying? I just thought that was the weirdest thing. Thanks for that tip, Rebecca. I didn't know that about the DRUGS's thing. I thought it was so weird that she got him a room at a resort. Weird.
I didn't honestly. The way I've been to Tallahassee for a year and a half, I could tell the temperature up here. I could tell how everybody knew who I was. This was not a case that I was. This was not a normal case. This was a special case.
I know, honey.
You know,
You're special.
I know.
this was not. And I said it. And I knew it. And I knew I should have. I knew I should. I knew what they wanted to do. You know, I stayed, and I saw it coming. I saw the freight train coming.
You're the freight train coming.
Probably
That's what I was thinking, the two.
That'll be fine. Gotta be strong.
You gotta be strong.
Yeah. Just off the stars.
That's what it's doing, Charlie.
What?
What's that?
I'm saying we'll try to do everything we can to help you.
Don't give up, Charlie.
No, I'm not giving it up. I just listen. This was Tallahassee Super Bowl. But when I sat, you know, it's funny. I was so optimistic and everything. When I sat this morning and I saw what she was doing in the clues, and I kept writing down notes like she's lying. Like she's lying. Like she's making shit up. Like she's making issues of things that are not related to anything. It's not even evidence. They're just saying it's circumstantial evidence that I called my parents' home phone number. Like, and they put together an impressive pie chart that the 10th grader could figure out there's something special about it. But she made it out to be special. Everything was special. Everything was ooh, ooh. You know, Wendy's book that she wrote became like, you know, Wendy's putting down Tallahassee. Wendy never put down Tallahassee in her book, but she kind of spun on to be like,
She did not.
you know,
Yes, she.
the way Wendy looks at Tallahassee, like it was like Wendy was putting down Tallahassee. She wasn't putting down Tallahassee in her book.
Yes, she was.
But it's the way it was. You know, you take the text, and you take the email, and you take the book, put some more pictures of emails up, and you got the show.
I know. Believe me.
And I'm sitting there and watching the show, and you know, at the end of the show, she's quoting Ryan Fitzpatrick, who I didn't know in 2014, giving information on 2014, and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? Like I spoke to the guy twice in 2014. He was my best friend in 14, evidently.
Evidently. I know, I heard it.
Like, I'm like he was my best friend in 14. And then they say, listen, whatever the thing that he gave instructions is told me, like, whatever the prosecutor says or the defense attorney says in closing is not to be construed as evidence. It's not presented as evidence. They're just summarizing things from the case. You got to listen to what you heard during the trial. It doesn't go like that. These people just look and listen to the closing, and the way everything was like spun at the closing, I was like, this isn't reality. If these people are watching this is not reality, but they had this 2-hour production.
Yeah, she lied. She lied several times. I know. We all quit it.
Like it did. You know, each person's, you know, has their own. It's like everybody who walks in has their own agenda, or you know, or a bone to pick, or a tail to spin, and everything just gets taken as like face value. Like I feel like a fool
You are.
for even thinking or letting people convince me that I was gonna have a shot. I really feel stupid.
You are.
You know, they say go if you've got insight that don't look at anyone else. That's ignorant. Hello?
Oh, yeah. Do you guys think the state did that on purpose, that they cut the calls? Do you think the state does that or the jail does that? Does anybody, what do y'all think? Because this is where it starts, right?
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
The caller
but-
has hung up.
The reason why they got the call is because it dropped and then you kept
You
talking
couldn't
and
hear
didn't
me. I
know.
knew something was wrong.
Just really smart.
No, I couldn't. Did you hear me saying hello?
No, not at all. Because I was
Yeah,
doing the same
weird.
thing you did. Yeah, it just went quiet.
And the bars didn't go down on my phone. But,
Love it so much.
I,
So you've got what? The same, they take your mattress and put it in another room?
I rolled up my mattress and I got a blanket and it's just in another room. So it's like a solitary cell. You know, it's got a camera in here, it's got
Yeah.
curtains and glass, and it's just got a bed. You know, I have contact with anybody. Hopefully, people won't be home all night.
Different floor or same floor?
No,
Like it's in a
picture
hotel.
My pod. You can't picture it, but there's like a contact. It's my pod set. Is it 2 stories? You know, it's got a second level.
Right.
So
It's got a
bizarre.
second level and then a first level. And then on the half up to the bottom, there's a concrete wall. And then they have on the suicide on a quarter of the pot underneath all the cells up on top. So it's like set up just like the pod is, but it's
Not
got
a
whole
pod.
wall that divides it. And then it's
Set up
got-
like one, but it's not.
15, 18 adults back here, 6 men, 6 women. And they got cameras in each one of them, and they have an office that sits and watches all the closed circuit cameras in each cell. And that's, so there's a toilet, a sink, and it's got a bed, a slab, rolled up by mattress, like they brought it in here. And it's you know, for tonight, and I'm sure at 5:30 in the morning, they're probably going to bring 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, you're getting the nurses at 6 o'clock. I'm sure the chief will probably have her at some point, check me out of it. Hopefully allow me to go back to the pod that I came from.
Yeah.
That I'll be there for at least another 30 days. And then I'll be transferred. I just thought I was going to get, honestly, I thought I was going to get a fair shake. And I never, put it this way, I never thought I was going to get a fair shake. I got led to believe that I was going to get a fair shake, and I started to believe it
Who
myself.
led you to believe that?
You know, I just,
No. Dan is right. Dan is writing to me while we're talking, Charlie.
yeah,
He said,
what's
hey.
saying?
Hang in there. We're going to continue to fight. Just stay with him. Not giving up on you. Just wait.
We are.
I know, it's just a big case for Tallahassee. It's not your normal case comes back on appeals and they let a guy go like that.
Yeah. Was he flying back to Miami?
He drove.
Oh, he drove.
I mean, I just, you know, I stayed around because I thought I'd get a fair shake. But that's not what happened.
Stayed around.
I know.
You know, it's like I should have stayed around for the,
Wow.
this is not taking class. Like, I don't know how, I mean, I just don't know how Dan was so optimistic. He was very optimistic, which I appreciate. But
Because the case was good, and he was good, and you were good. It was the jury, honey. It was just what you said.
There was no jury in Tallahassee that would have let me go. That was never going to happen. I mean, she, you know, we were like outsiders up here. Let's put it that way. We were definitely outsiders and looked at as like people from another planet that shit on Tallahassee. You know, when she started doing that whole thing about Wendy's book, I was like,
are you kidding me? I know. What does that have to do with anything?
Well, it paints the picture.
That's what she
You know, like, what are you doing? Why were emails a constant like theme?
I know YouTubers have emailed Donna. Has anyone do you know emailed Charlie? You can message me and tell me that. I was just curious.
You probably lost 80% of this. Listen, you never win. You have to get it. The best thing to do is, like one of the guards was saying to me, he goes, the best thing to do is hang. You have to have unanimous. I mean, 12 people have to vote your way. I mean, you think you're going to get all 12 people to vote your way? You're crazy. Not up here. The best you do is hang. If you hang, then you do it. The best you do is hang. If you hang, you stay here. You stay until they retry it. And they get another bite of the apple.
Yeah.
Ain't hanging.
You know, like, these people fucking hated me.
They did.
I mean, you know, they looked at me like, you know, like some guy that's making $5 million a year.
You were.
I wasn't.
No, you weren't. Well, they're not finished, this family. You're just the start.
Well, I know.
Look, there's nothing, as you know, there's nothing you can do right now. You get through the night, you'll see these people in the morning, you get back to your cell. I'm going on to secure a check that adds the money to the account, so we'll be okay. And you need commissary money too, right? Commissary and...
Like the commissary, man. And I probably hold off on that. I got commissary money. I just need to get all my shit I need away.
Well, check tomorrow and see what you have, and you'll tell me what to order for the eye care, okay?
Yeah, hold off until next weekend to order it.
Isn't that great that she had that 1.5 year training on how to order commissary before she went in herself?
And I think the first camp I get to, I don't think you can order commissary or something. We go a little bit without commissary. Trust me. Until I know it's safe for me to get stuff on my camp. Like wherever I go, until I know that it's safe, I'm not going to be ordering like I have, you know? Like I've had my own cell, my own batch.
You said you're going to probably go back to your own cell tomorrow, right? Charlie? Hello?
Yeah, sorry, the bars just went down for a second. I'm back.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I thought you get tomorrow, you'll go back to your own cell, right? The private cell?
Yeah, I should.
The private
I'm
cell.
be in Leon for
A month.
I'm going to be in Leon County at least for another month because then they have sentencing, and then they'll move me after they do sentencing.
Yeah.
Like I'm only going to be here for probably a month, and then they usually do sentencing, and then they usually move you like the following Tuesday when the buses come. Then they move you to like an intake center. You learn all the stuff like you have to do. Kind of like they keep it like military. How they want things done, and then from there they'll tell me where they're going to ship me. Somewhere to pick apart. So, last thing I need is for you guys to get sick of because
He does say that a lot.
I'm jealous.
gonna be fine, Charlie.
Yeah.
I just need you to be okay. It'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say the shot. I'm still in jail. I was in jail yesterday, or jail today. I'd be more comfortable if I was in myself. I'd
Right,
be more
I know.
comfortable if I was around the people that I talk to.
Right.
His
Walk around the
homies.
little rec deck area. I just,
He needed to be
It's already
around his
9:30. They'll put the
homies.
lights out at 11, so hopefully you get to go to sleep. And tomorrow,
in this time, well, I haven't had it.
they don't shut the lights off.
No, but I can honestly, I've gotten to the point, I just put my head underneath the blanket, and then it's dark. I've got a sheet,
Yeah.
and then I've got a blanket. So I do that, and then I can sleep.
Okay.
So, no, I'm in here, and it's just, pacing around. They don't shut the lights off, they got the cameras on you.
Hmm.
Well, they have a guard sitting watching the cameras.
Hmm.
I don't know, I just literally was really thinking I was getting out.
You're not.
We all did. We all did.
That's
It
what we all
was just
thought.
a shock.
We all didn't.
Like, I came to believe I was getting out, but like, the gun distributor in Tallahassee wasn't time. You know what I mean? It's just like, like the way everybody's reacting to everything, it was like, everybody's drinking the Kool-Aid too much.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I should have.
I know.
I would say trust your gut instinct.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, should have trusted my gut.
I know.
Instead of listening.
Your gut's always
to
right.
people.
Your gut is-
Yeah. No, and then I have like, you know, people convince me otherwise, and then I'm like, oh, okay. No, cool. Should have gone with my gut instinct. Like, it was so, trust me, it was so on, it was ridiculous. Like, my gut instinct was so on, but I didn't trust my gut. You know? Like, when we get it, have a good gut instinct. It's a good gut instinct.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I trust me. I knew when I was sitting eating sushi with Roman that last time that
I
was
meant
with him.
email,
we all
write a
went
letter,
sushi
however.
Yeah.
Remember, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I look at the pictures all the time. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know the video when I'm eating sashimi with him?
Yeah.
I swear to God on my life, I knew when I was sitting there taking the video with him. I just did.
Hmm.
That's what was going through my head. You know, wasn't enjoying the moment as much as I was thinking like life was on video. Really, I had a weird, you know, like the turtles. It was weird. It was almost like an out of body. I felt like it was out of body experience while I was doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like it just.
I do. I was there with you.
Like I was there, but I just felt like this was like I was literally cherishing every moment.
Mm.
More so than I should have been for you, especially with my kid.
Mm.
Yeah.
She goes,
That's all my head is just trust me.
I'm sure it's
I want you guys to take care of yourself because I honestly I don't have much else to
your sister won't take your calls.
Worse if something happens, guys.
I know.
Don't like you need to take something to relax. Like take something to relax.
Yeah.
Don't. You know what I mean?
No, I
I do,
don't.
sweetie.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, I know we're going to figure out a lot of shit in the next couple of weeks anyway.
Right.
I know today's not the day. Today's not the day to figure stuff out.
Not today. No.
I'm honestly, I cried a little bit myself, but I'm more just like, bigger shock.
You're in shock. I know. You're in shock.
Shocking.
Very.
Shocking.
You know, we all are.
I mean, I just hope.
Me. Just,
Yeah, talking of
what's
that?
I was just
You
going
have
to
to
say,
talk. Yeah.
just hang in there, please, because
Yeah.
things might change.
No. Things can change. I mean, miracles can happen.
That's right.
But it's number one in the case is that we have to get moved out of Tallahassee. I mean, it was absolute.
That's never happening.
It was an absolute joke when I was sitting there. Fucking, you know, it was a spectacle. It was literally a spectacle. Out of 152 people we had come in, 93 were honest enough to say that they already what they knew about the case revealed their biased opinion. We had 5 people on the jury with law enforcement in the family.
With law enforcement in the family.
Yeah. Like, I had a guy that was a 20-year sergeant in the
Why
Army.
don't you blame your own
and
attorney for that?
Retired in the post office 20 years.
I don't understand that.
Or working in the post office.
That's
20
your
years sergeant in
attorney.
the Army. Like, 20 years black sergeant from the United States Army. Like, you're not looking like, how is this 60-year-old?
Did Dan just not prep them for anything? Hey, I have however many strikes. If he didn't want those people because they had law enforcement, he should have struck them.
Retired sergeant from the Army look at me like an alien, like an outsider. I mean, I was a total outsider up here. This was not. Nobody could have won this case up here. Let's put it that
Oh
way.
my God.
Not even. I mean, you can't be that wrong.
You know, I guess
Like, you got to have 12 people vote your way to get out.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't have one. They didn't have fucking one.
You could only make so many X's. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the X's that really need to be used, they're X's. They said, oh, it's kind of Charlie a fair shake. Get him out of here. They used their 12 to get anybody that would have given me a fair shake.
That's their job.
Through. I used my, they're 10. I used my 10 to get rid of, people I needed to get rid of. You know, but I still don't, I mean, I know it's the system or whatever, but like, I still don't understand how they can be taking so many things that have nothing to do with the case, from like the whole phone number to emails to people's statements who have like vendettas, like, and then like present them like, oh, this person said this person said this person said you're arrogant. I mean, he's so arrogant. What makes me arrogant? He makes a lot of money.
No, they're just trying to paint the picture.
Oh, so he believes it's all wealth inequality.
You know, you think you're untouchable? I never said I was untouchable. Someone described me as that. I said, now you can keep referring to me. Okay. Well, you're painting me like that, and then you throw that adjective there, and then you spin it, and you come up with a fucking chart that shows that I call the whole phone number only, you know,
wealth inequality is what did it to him, people. It is the upper Jewish class. Oh, that's the problem with his appeal. They sat the jury And he didn't object again to the location issue. And that's the problem with the appeal. Exactly, the two. You just gave a 1-star review to it. I can't believe she still has it on there. That shows such hubris. Think about that. This bitch still has that on there. How? I'm going to go back to this, but I need to ask ChatGPT, how do you find out how many? That is hubris. You are an unindicted co-conspirator. And this has been going on since 2011. And you still have that book up there for people to ridicule you. How on earth could John Lauro cease and desist anything with that book still on Amazon, which makes her a public figure? How? He paid him $1 million, Suzanne. How do you know? Every book has a bestseller rank listed on its product page under product details. Let me go back. There should be a Amazon BSR. Oh, here it is. 998 in legal thrillers, 8,000 in law, and 26,000 in literary fiction. But it doesn't say how many are sold.
There's a lie.
The prosecutor knows she threw in lies. She knows exactly what she did. She played games with a jury and got it. Got what she wanted.
And she's a Tallahassee person, and I'm not. Very simple.
Yeah, it's just white. It's
I just,
white privilege, inequality.
I'm mad at myself because I saw the freight train coming. I just, you know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
do.
We know, Charlie. You know.
I know exactly what you saw.
So, retaking the day off tomorrow at work. Sherry called in. They're fine with it. They understand.
Let him tried him in a different
Very
country.
upset.
Yeah, I know.
For a while.
I know.
Did you talk to her?
We've been texting back and forth. I couldn't talk. I didn't want to talk to anybody. Talk to you and talk to Dan. That's it. I don't want to talk
And
to-
your travel agent.
But I texted, and I know. I understand. I know
And your
what
travel
happened.
agent.
So I didn't call her again. It's really, man, that sucks.
Yeah. But it sucks.
Like, he's not even. I just don't want you guys to get sick over it.
We'll be okay, Charlie.
He's really worried
Try to
about
keep
them
it
being
together,
sick, isn't
Charlie.
he?
We'll try.
Really, we'll try.
Do everything you can.
Yeah.
You haven't talked to Wendy at all, have you?
I told you, I'm only talking to you and Dan tonight. I don't want to talk to anybody else. I just can't.
Did you text with her at all?
I just texted. When the verdict came in. That was it.
What?
Just when the verdict came in.
It says
How is
everything.
she?
What?
Very upset. She's very upset.
Period.
I don't believe they talked to her.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Do you know where she was that day? She was at Orange Theory. She went on a workout. She was in the public. And I know it for a fact. She went to Orange Theory the day.
Yeah.
It's before she got thick.
Yeah. Well, I love you guys a lot.
Oh,
I
sure,
love
honey.
you so much, Charlie.
Please.
Please, I love you.
Just be strong, okay? Just
Be
be
strong.
strong.
Yeah.
And then we'll be okay.
No, listen, I'll be strong. Maybe call Bree again.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to call Janice. I may call her for 2 minutes just to touch base, but that's it.
Yeah. If Bree's still up, I know she'll call you. I know she'll talk to you.
Bree still loves you?
I may talk to Janice for a few minutes.
Oh my God.
Really,
If you don't feel like yourself, that's all.
I'll call her. I'll call her one day. Very surreal. I really thought I was going to get out.
I know.
What else is going on?
That was you just said to me.
Yeah. Not much else. Huh?
Not much else. Not much else.
Yeah. I really have PTSD myself.
You talk to her and then try to put your head down and just
Yeah.
take deep breaths, you know.
What's up with his
I'll
head
be all
down
right.
thing?
Take one day at a time.
That's right.
This.
Yes,
Yeah,
you will.
That's right, Charlie.
Hopefully I'll get to see you guys soon at some point.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
I hope so too.
Oh, you're gonna see
No,
him.
I will. It'll be not as soon as I want it, but
We'll see you soon, Charlie. We'll talk every day. We'll see you soon. As soon as
I'll talk to you guys every day and just, what priorities do is I just want to take care of Rome as best I can.
We'll make sure that happens. And have faith because there's a chance that this is going to change. So just have faith, okay?
Yeah, no, I do.
It's like my
Listen,
favorite line of this.
You never know. It just has, it has, in order for it to change, it definitely has to leave the out of Tallahassee.
It's never getting out.
The jury selection was
It was a joke.
sham.
It was a sham.
Marie,
actually.
I'm not going to deal with that.
It was a sham, and put it this way, if I would have known that she was going to be able to do what she was doing with, making the case about text messages and emails and
That's all on your attorney.
statements and Ryan Fitzpatrick statements and, make a whole case out of it. Jesus.
It's all on your
I did not
attorney.
think that.
The lying was so obvious. I don't understand why they couldn't see it. It was blatant.
Well, it's not that. I mean, look, you should go to book. You think anyone on there has read a book in the last year? I didn't even read this book, but how many people have? I mean, someone writes a book. I mean, what she say in the book? I mean, she was putting down Tallahassee in her book. She was foreshadowing.
She was
Place that they were
foreshadowing.
stuck in.
Yeah, right.
If you took out 90% of what she was saying was just utter fluff.
Yeah.
It was just painting a picture. Painting a picture. I mean, you trust me, this was not, she wasn't putting on a trial, she was putting on a show. I mean, I thought it was going to be more fact-based than show making.
Yeah. Only one side had facts. The other side was just blatant nonsense and lies.
Book,
Yeah. Yeah. That's evidence.
What about the text message where I said there's 5 reasons why Wendy shouldn't buy a house in Tallahassee? How about the one is that a house is a pain in the ass? And there's constant maintenance.
He didn't take care of his home. He owned it, but you saw Whale Harbor. It looked like shit. He's not wrong about her ability to take care of her property because we all saw the condo.
How about 2, I thought my house appreciated in value by 50% by the second year I owned it. Like, I mean, there's 5 reasons. They maybe have to be like, it's just like, they didn't look at anything.
I'm sorry.
They didn't look at anything that they had to be honest with you. There was nothing.
I mean, it's really a sinful. He presented well. He did a great job. I mean, there's no complaints on that part at all. Nothing.
That's not true.
I know he worked.
I live here, and that is absolutely not true. For Loop Media, jury she does not get every conviction. That is absolutely not true. She's lost a couple big ones lately. Not big as in like notoriety, but 2 murder cases I know of. So they were cold case.
Dark. There's no doubt this was the case was never going to be one in Tallahassee. Never was this case going to be one in Tallahassee. That's the only thing I can tell you that's positive, 100% positive. I just kind of, I didn't expect that from the prosecution. You know,
No,
I thought it was all the show.
You know, you're not allowed to send printed material anymore. I don't know why. I'd have to ask my kid. But you're not allowed to send magazines or books. Everything is on like their jailpad Kindle thing. I don't know why.
It's such a joke with no evidence what she could pull off. It's just because that's what they wanted.
Well, tinfoil, that would get you axed off a jury because he's a state medical examiner.
That's what they wanted.
Well, listen, they painted a picture, and people hated you from the picture they painted, and it made the rest very easy.
Interesting. I didn't know that, Michelle. Thank you. She says you can buy, but you'd have to ship directly to the prison. You can't ship anything like that to him. So I can't ship my note-filled book.
Look, the number one thing I can't have is you guys get sick.
What?
I promise. I promise we'll be okay.
You need to take Xanax, take
Oh
deep
my
breath.
God. Stop it with the...
It's not worth it. Take a little less. You might as well take a little more. Just try to relax.
It's just
We will.
constant.
We will.
Yeah, I love you guys very much.
Do
I
you?
love you very much.
I love you too, Charlie. You know,
Oh, there's Dad. Now Dad speaks.
I've always loved you.
We've always loved you, even though we treated you like a second-class citizen in your life. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm saying stay strong. I'll be fine. Stay strong. I'll be good. I'm getting myself tomorrow. Move around a little bit.
Okay.
I'll be all right.
Okay.
You will be all right in prison for the rest of the time.
I'll tell her just to give you guys a few days before you come.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I'll tell Janet you'll call her at the end of the week.
Yeah.
So you guys feel a little bit out right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Tell you what, that Bree scored when she got him, didn't she?
We'll talk tomorrow, okay?
All right.
He absolutely scored.
Have a good night, okay?
What a guy.
I love you, Charlie.
All right.
Good night.
Love you too. Love you guys. Have a good night. All right. All right.
I hope this guy that Bree's with this time is a better hook than that one. Because, oh my God, imagine for the next ever many years. You're pseudo tied to the Adelson clan. Now, granted, there's trust fund money. I'm sure she likes that. But
I guess.
I'd be in therapy the rest of my life.
The caller has hung up.
Hey, guys.
Hey, honey, I
Charlie.
just added that $100, so it should show up on your
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if you did, because I called Janice and said you got $10. So it doesn't show up tonight, it'll show up tomorrow, that's all. I just wanted to remind you, because I thought maybe you forgot because you're all upset.
Oh no, I just did it literally as we hung up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll be on there at some point then.
Yeah, if it doesn't show, I mean, they already sent me. Let's see, they already sent. Let me see if the confirmation.
She's really good at this.
Don't know what it is.
No, don't worry.
By in the commissary.
I can always call you collect. You're on there collect.
I have a lot of money on mine, so call collect. But I just got the confirmation, so it did go through.
Okay.
All right, honey.
All right, listen, I love you guys a lot. Take an extra Xanax and just relax, okay?
Oh my God.
We will.
We will.
I love
All right.
you.
I'll call you tomorrow. You guys have a good night, okay?
We will.
Call me anytime.
I
Call us
still-
anytime,
Okay.
please.
You know, I
All right.
never noticed
Love you.
how many times they say the drugs word until I saw Rebecca's not to comment on it because of the YouTube AI. And I'm like, oh my God, how many times is he telling them
All
to
right, take care.
stop?
Okay.
All right. Bye.
The caller has hung up.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss the next one.
Spider bite. Yeah. Good. Thanks, buddy. And I saw it, dude. I swear to God, I saw something.
I'm beginning to wonder too. I'm beginning to wonder if sick means caught or don't F yourself. One of the, that too.
Struck him quickly. The yell. And I was like, no, I couldn't have seen what I just saw because it was also the Wednesday, the day that he got bit. And I was like, no, I couldn't have just seen that. That can't, it's impossible. Yeah, I saw what I thought I saw. I just couldn't believe what I caught out of the corner of my eye and believed that that's bullshit. See where that got me? And I knew there was like, I kept asking him. It's just the same kind of shit with this. Like I knew. I'm not saying I didn't know, I knew. And then I sit here and I'm like, it feels like the same thing, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Me too.
You know, it's like I knew, but it's like, who am I to know? Like I knew. I had a gut instinct. I knew what I wanted to do. And I knew what I should have done. And it was like, listen to what? You know, like, you got.
I don't think so. I think that's a great point, Maury. Did Charlie ever figure out Wendi was going around him to talk to Katie, possibly even Sigfredo directly? You mean that Wendi talked to Katie? I don't think he ever did. He didn't know she wrote. He never read the book. Never rented the book. Hold on.
I got some good
John,
advice.
question.
I knew what I should have done.
Sorry. John, does Harvey still own any real estate that has a rental suit over Charlie's apartment's been settled? I'll have to look it up. I mean, he still owns the Brickell. Hold on. Let me see if he still owns anything in Broward County. Because that's where I think that 13 unit. Oh my God. I just want to look a property up. That's all I want to do. See, it was Adelson. I got new nails and they're flipping my keys. Adelson. Okay, let me do it. Adelson Trust. There's nothing in Broward. Let me look up Miami. Is it all gone? Did they sell it all? What was that 13 unit? Does anybody remember the name of that 13 unit apartment that, oh my God. Hold on, let me go back. I'm sorry, I'm talking like you're here, Harvey. I need to do from 2024. Harvey, release of he had a fine for a property on Riverside Park, Block 12. That fine's been paid. That was the order imposing the fine. This was Charlie's. They put into a trust that was in Lauderdale Isles. Isn't the Harvey Adelson Revocable Trust? Isn't that what it's called? Nope. It says Broward. I forget where that 13 unit place was. Does anybody know it off the top? Hey, Patty in chat. I wonder how Donna feels about her actions now. Like she didn't do anything wrong. Every time I feel sorry, a little sorry, I think they're for them crying. I think they're alive. Yeah. Does anybody remember it? Oh my God. Someone in Professor Joe's chat said that this is Wendy's emoji. It was a tree trunk. But mine's not going to show up the same way. And that was like, this is her emoji, something like that. Fort Lauderdale. I thought it was in Fort Lauderdale too. It was a 13 unit building. And it was all the freaking illegals were living in it. Mm-mm. Maplewood, Windmill, Maplewood. Is it Sunland Park? It has to be in Miami, not there. There's Riverside Park, Lauderdale. Where was this? It was Riverside. $1801 Southwest 11. Hold on. Hold on. Put this address in here. If it doesn't come up, I'll go back to the. $1101 Southwest. My mind. 11th Court.
Laureate.
I don't see it. I'll have to look it up another time more thoroughly, but I think that he owns it.
Yeah, now it's so it wasn't them, so
It was like, it was. Everything was an immigrant.
what we're saying.
That's it. That's our. That's
Maybe
our.
it's good that he died.
That's-
Honestly, it's been that much harder for me being here than out there.
Yeah, Jorge. He's dating George.
So what else is going on?
Not much, Charlie, not much.
No, I just need you to just stay strong, Charlie.
That's right.
You've been strong for a year and a half. I need you to keep it up. I really do.
Trust me, I am. I just, you don't understand. I mean, this is not like some case that didn't go well in Tallahassee. This is like the state capital, the place of law and order. This is everybody here is government or law enforcement. There's 9 separate law enforcement agencies in Tallahassee. Like 9 separate. I mean, you got like the head of the Florida Highway Patrol. You got Tallahassee Police Department. You got the Capitol Police Department. You got the FBI. Like all the FDLE, Sheriff's Office, County Jail. I mean, there's literally like 9 separate agencies that are in Tallahassee. Police agencies. They have a crime problem. Crime capital. It looks like a nice city when I drive around. It looks like there's a lot of nice trees, kind of mix of like not too small town, not a big town by any means. Like, that looks like a college town. I just think that.
Dan said to tell you that he's heading there within the hour.
Okay.
So, but I did tell him about
picking up my clothes.
Yeah, I said, Charlie asked you, where am I here? I don't know where I'm going. Charlie asked you to please pick up his property before you leave. And he said, of course, I'm heading there within the hour.
Okay. I mean, Mom, let me tell you something.
Oh,
Yeah, I just talked to Bree for like 30 minutes before I called you back.
that's what you said.
But you know, it's like, I mean, over the next couple days, I guess we'll talk and we'll figure out what to do with the number.
He must have held the mortgage to it.
Yeah, what I would like you to do is on those calls that you want to talk to me, call.
Right.
And he will get the information to us, but don't talk to me over the phone about any of this.
Yeah, no, I know,
Okay.
of course. I'll tell Dan and Dan will relay the message to you.
Exactly.
As far as the dog and
Right.
that kind of stuff and anything else.
Okay, perfect.
So it's, yeah.
Give it a lot of thought. Anything.
I remember now, John. They changed all of the LLCs into the property addresses of the rental property. So I have to go look through Sunbiz and I'll get it.
Anything that you can think of that you want or needs to be done or whatever, you have a couple of days. Just think about it and let us know what to do, or let Dan know what to do, and we'll follow it through.
Yeah, no, I'll make a list of things we'll probably get taken care of. And look, I mean, I talked to Janice last night for less than 5 minutes. I just told her my parents are having a tough time, and that, you know, probably later in the week, maybe by Friday or Saturday, I'll have them give you a call, a station, figure out what we're doing with some things.
Right, you'll have a better idea then. That's right.
So it's funny. Listen, I love Buddy. He was a great dog, but I was in such a fucked up headspace when I got him.
I know.
I was honestly so depressed with losing Enzo.
You have a couple of
That should have been my sign. That should have been my big fucking flashing neon sign right there. But I still tried to make things work and get a new dog, and honestly, I was depressed from having him the first so much time, and then I had him a year and a half, and then I've been gone a year and a half. Exactly. I got him in August, and then I think in August I got him in October. So I had him for October to April. That's 6 months plus a year. So I had him a year and 6 months, and then I've been gone a year and 6 months. So I've been gone now longer than I have. And I'm so depressed. I'm trying to replace Enzo, but Enzo would have just made it harder. Sometimes you gotta look at certain signs you get in life and just follow them,
Yeah, that's right.
And, sometimes things happen and it's a sign and you're like, you know what? This is my sign. Not to maybe change course or something. And not trying to.
I know.
Keep
I know what
going
you're
ahead. You know exactly what I'm saying. Not keep going ahead, going ahead, and
right.
get this new puppy dog, pretend like everything's okay.
Does Harvey just come in every 20 minutes? We love you, Charlie. We love you.
But Enzo went,
I know what you should have done.
Yeah, no, it's just what a year. I mean, but it's funny, when people die and you're in jail, it doesn't even seem real because you're not looking at photos of them. You're not going to the funeral. You don't talk to people. It's just kind of you just don't talk to them on the phone. But a lot of people I don't talk to on the phone, so it doesn't feel like everyone you don't talk to on the phone is dead. It just feels like they're alive, you're just not talking to them. You know, like in this past year, I mean, I can't fucking believe Bug died. Like, can't believe Anthony got sick at the very end, but like, can't believe Anthony's dead. Can't believe Bug's dead. Like, it doesn't, it's real, but it's not real, you know?
But it's not real.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
just it's like that. You know, you're not going to the funerals, you're not talking to people that know them, you're not seeing photos of them, you're removed from everything. Nothing feels real anymore. It really doesn't. I mean, you're just like in a concrete box.
Literally.
And that's the only way I can describe it. Like, I've gotten outside like 4 times maybe in the last year and a half for 30 minutes. And like when you go outside, it's literally like you're inside a circle where there's like the size of maybe a basketball court and a half. And it's 60-foot high concrete walls all around you. So your eyes can't look further more than like 80 feet in front of you. You know, unless you look up at the sky, you don't see trees. It's just, yeah, it's just very weird. Like very, very weird. And it's like, and being in this cell now is just like, I just wish
I know. You're not going to save it. This is until they straighten this out.
No,
You don't.
I'll get back in my other cell and it'll feel good.
Right.
And I'll
Right.
get
And they
to
How are they going to
whatever
straighten
business
this
you have
out?
to do.
that, and then I'll make my list of things I need to focus on. And I'm gonna do that. I told Bree I don't want to say anything to Morgan for a long time.
No.
What would
No,
you
you don't have
say?
to.
No.
Like a really long time.
That's okay. That's wonderful. Sorry, let me shut the phone. Okay.
So it's just fucking amazing. My life was so good at one time. Like I had like everything.
You know.
I mean, like literally, like I worked hard, set up perfect, did everything right, and then it's like
Well, you fucked
like
little girl.
it was given to me. Nobody was out there, you know,
You didn't pay
pulling
your
strings
taxes.
and helping me out. You know, it was all done by me.
Yep, it's true.
Yep.
You know, I mean, none of it. You know, even every bit of it that went well, everyone would say, "Oh, your dad's a dentist," or your dad gave you his practice. I was like, "No, I travel to these offices on my own. Like, I don't even do the same thing my dad does. We do different things." You know, just like, I think I'm still in I'm like in shock, and then I go from shock to reality to shock. Like, I just stupid, not following my gut instinct. It's reality, okay. And I know you can always second guess, but like when your gut tells you something, your gut tells you something.
Yeah.
You know, and you listen to, you get advice. You know, at least if you go with your gut and it's wrong, you can blame yourself. You know, that's the one thing about following your gut instinct. Is that you got nobody else to blame but you.
You know what? You're right. Your gut's always been right. Gotta get you out of there.
Please stay calm.
No, trust me, I know.
You know what you have
It's just gonna. I know what I have to do, but I also just know the last 3 weeks have been like between, you know, meeting with the lawyers and meeting with, you know, the whole process every day of getting like, you know,
totally
woke up
draining.
at 4, then walking up at 5, and then dressing out, and then getting shackled, going up, you know, the whole process of.
What are you talking about? Because there's nobody in Leslie. Leslie's in this chat all the time. I love her. I text her personally. No one has ever done that. So just stop. Because I'll call you out in public if you try to start shit. Okay?
Shackled for 3 hours before you get into the courtroom.
Nobody has any idea.
Then you gotta walk with these shackles for 10 minutes to get downstairs to the cell they put you in. Then you're eating while you're shackled up. You have like this white bread with a slab with like peanut butter on it. And then they bring you back up to there and you sit in the court and you actually think that it's always gonna be like, thought it was going to be a trial of evidence. Like,
There's never, it bothers me. There's never been one word of attack except to one person in this chat. And she barely has a show anymore. I don't even like saying her name or spelling it.
Preparing me to think that that's what we were dealing with.
That's right.
Like, this is
vigilante. This was not a real trial.
Literally
exactly
making
what this
stuff
was.
up as it goes
It
along.
was, I mean, like, when I saw that closing, I looked at Kate and I go, like, this is not good. Like, I just knew, like, when I saw that, what she was doing and what she was portraying and what she was saying, and it reminded me more of like a Dateline special being put out there for everybody. With like,
Oh man, it's kind of
just like with her, hometown Tallahassee delivery, to the hometown Tallahassee crowd, like it was just like.
That's what she did. Heavy on the southern accent, added that all in that she doesn't usually have. She added it in every little trick of the book.
She really laid it all thick, and the hometown girl brought it home.
She did.
And she really honestly, everything that they, this is cut and paste, take a line out here, take a line out there, like, you're going to cut and paste from 50 hours of tapes. Like, you could make anything look like anything you want it to look like.
Of course.
And
played games. They cheated, they lied, they played games.
You're quoting Wendy's book. Like, what in the world is Wendy's book? Like, you're using like this highly educated lawyer writing this book to bash Tallahassee. Like, there'd be people that hate you just for that. That's like you think you're too good at this book.
I know.
A, I didn't write it. B, I never even read that part of it. I mean, I think I read a couple of chapters, but I don't remember reading that. But it was like, I think she like quoted Wendy to make it seem like I'm a fool, and like, oh look, even his own sister says, like taking things out of context.
Yeah.
And it's like,
take anything out of context, you can make it sound ridiculous. That's what they did. And either they had a bunch of stupid jurors, or these people knew what they were going to do before they walked in.
Well, they also got riled up by the hometown girl, and they had it all. It was like she made a TV production. Oh wait, I said TV again.
Well, don't say that's the code word.
I just said TV. Don't say that.
Yeah,
like, they put it together. Anyway, just
anyone with a brain who looked at that knew better. Anyone, not these.
But not when you dump it down like this. You're like, it's worse than said 3 times. It's got to be related.
Yeah.
What else could they be talking? What else?
What else?
Like, wow. I mean, listen, the problem too is when you hate, once you get the jury, and like, this is one thing that Dan said to me. He's like, look, the jury doesn't have to like you.
Right.
And I used to always say, look, but if they fucking hate you on a personal level, that's a different story. And I've always felt like that. Like if the jury, if they hate you, they ain't voted with you.
No.
And I mean, listen, I know people have said like, oh, you have to look at the law, look at what you're charged with, look at the evidence. and see if the state has proved it beyond a reasonable doubt. And then
Right.
when she's describing, when the state's describing of like what beyond a reasonable doubt is, she like softened it up to be like, well, if you think he's guilty, then you vote this way. Like, okay, so if you think 51-49 guilty, then you vote guilty. If you think more guilty than not guilty, that's not beyond a reasonable doubt. Beyond a reasonable doubt is like, you know what happened.
Yeah.
Like you know what happened. Not like he says landline. He called his parents' home phone number from my cell phone to their home phone that they've had for 40 fucking years. Like, that's really odd. Yeah, it is odd. I almost never call that number. Does it have anything to do with anything? No.
Nothing had to do. We all know that. None of what she said had anything to do with it. None of it.
Wendy's book, the landline, the TV.
Patty, I've forgotten what his listen to my gut was about. Yeah, he should have left.
The this, the that, like none of it had anything to do with it, but it was all like, it was literally like on a fourth grade level, made for TV, sensational, cut and paste. How could you not see how simple it is? Like, but she was quoting people who fucking hate me or hate Wendy, who have a motive.
Everybody say hi to Christina. Normally I say hi to everybody like it's the old romper room, but we're watching the we're not watching. We're listening to the jail calls in order, which makes it even better.
That's right.
Like I see you coming in. Oh, look at what they're saying. Who his best friend says. Wow.
Thanks,
Anyone
KJ.
who saw Lacoste testify knew he was lying. He was twitching. He was turning red. He was talking beyond any question that was asked. The guy's a liar, a blatant liar. Everybody knew
Yeah,
it.
but when
I would not again. How are you?
In the summary, it wasn't him testifying. It was her putting the package together for you.
That is a good point. Charlie always dated people like June and Katie. He wasn't used to a freight train like Georgia. That's a really good point.
Georgia Capital presentation 101.
Oh, thank you, Rebecca.
That's what you got.
Thanks for
You got
checking.
a 2-hour summary. It was a nice, tight 2-hour summary with a bunch of like tidbit of facts that were pulled from different things and like nothing that was evidence. But it was enough to make you want to read Wendy's book. That was she's bashing Tallahassee. I can't talk about it anymore.
He says it. How many times has he said that? I have the hiccups. How many times has he said I can't talk about it anymore and yet continues to talk about it?
You know, I like to say, like, I was saying,
You're from Philly. That is, that's my favorite town.
things.
You're
I
welcome.
wish I was
Thank you.
done instinct on a lot of things. So,
I would love to hear Charlie talking so decisively about why you get 4. I had fish sticks for lunch though today, MC Hamster, on your tray in the lunch line. That's funny.
a lot of different things.
Thank you, Whatnot again. He keeps talking.
Because now,
So funny.
that's not a miracle.
Well,
The
he'll talk today
breathing.
This morning. He'll be there this morning, and he has some things he wants to discuss with you. So
It
whether he does
doesn't
it then or
matter.
whether he does it when he's on his
Boy's staying in
cell
prison.
phone later, one way or the other, he'll know when he can discuss with you. Okay?
You can't discuss anything.
Yeah, no.
He's
I'm
doing-
going to be strong. I'll be fine. Just kind of go crazy with myself. Literally, I mean, I got a mirror door and 4 walls. It's like,
Yeah.
and the lights don't turn off.
You know, you had
Cold.
kept 5 months in solitary. Tolerate this one day here. You'll do okay. You'll get out of it.
Yeah,
You know?
hopefully he'll get me out. Like I told the nurses, I'm like, listen, I'm not suicidal. I said, I just went to trial and I lost, so they put me here. I said, but it's really not good for my mental health. You know, I'm fine, but you put me in here, I'm not going to be fine for long. Like, this is not fair.
And now we know why he ate his Wendy's like it was.
So I think they kind of like, they got that. So I'm waiting for the chief to come see me. So maybe when Dan gets here, he can also tell them, like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the guy's
he
actually
loves your
fine.
family.
You're actually putting him in a bad place.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't with these.
So,
I know. You'll talk to Dan about that, and then you'll talk to him in his car going back. That will be,
yeah.
we'll be able to discuss other things. But yeah, for right now, that's fine. You'll do that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Listen, we are obviously not going anywhere. So anytime today you just feel like picking up the phone, call.
We know that wasn't true. We know that wasn't true. We are obviously not going anywhere. And a week later, she was going somewhere.
Me. We're not.
Yeah, just call.
We're not involved in anything but you. Okay.
It's good to hear your voice.
Yeah, make sure
Oh, I
you
like
guys
the
eat
fish stick. I do.
something. Don't like,
What you have
don't
for
not
breakfast?
eat.
We should have the same thing. What you have for breakfast today?
I took 2 bites of an apple.
Yeah.
What you have for breakfast?
It's like that. You know, I'll be get some. The guys can give me my food back once I get in there. They're not
Oh,
gonna
they
keep
gave
it.
him his.
They're normal guys. I was in such a good mood Sunday night.
Poor
And
Charlie.
like, so psyched, I kind of felt like the hard part of the trial was behind us. Like, Dan is gonna fucking kick ass at this closing statement, and it's
Yeah.
really gonna be like
They did.
an up, like,
You did a
like
really
a
good
really,
job. Charlie. You did.
yeah, but it wasn't made for TV. You know, his was more factual. You know, his was more like if it was a normal case, and a normal person, in a normal courtroom, in a normal situation, would carry some weight. What he was up against was, it couldn't, she kept the autopsy photo up, like,
Of course.
2 or 3 different times for probably 4
You
or
know,
5
Mama
minutes
would
each
know
time.
that if she'd gone to the trial. Mama would know if she'd gone to the trial, but she didn't.
On the big screen.
Oh, I did take myself off screen. Thanks. Hold on.
In front of them to look at.
Thank you.
Dan did not want this tried in Tallahassee. None of us did. Believe me, that effort was made.
That was like, you know, and I mean, it's, what happened was horrible. And that, you know, and then
Yeah,
just everyone's
that's
sitting there
damn.
looking at the photo. And, you know, just
They didn't listen.
Sweet Georgia Kappelman was just stirring it up. So it's like,
Yeah, that's Dan.
she couldn't. I really thought that, like, I mean, put it this way, girl. Yeah.
Walking in Monday, everyone had a different thought. Not this. Absolutely not this.
I mean, I told them, like, the worst it's going to be is a hung jury. And I'm thinking, like, I went into Monday thinking, like, I hope I don't have a hung jury. Like,
When you're on a private line with Dan, ask him that question. He'll explain something to you.
When you're
okay?
on a
When you're on your
private
private line.
yeah. No, whenever I talk to him, in the attorney booth or on my phone, it's always
I just
recorded.
hate her so much.
Right, just not when he goes to the jail to visit you now, because
I really
that's
hate
not
her.
private.
No, it is. They put you in the attorney booth. Oh, yeah. They don't record stuff.
Really hate her.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
hate somebody I've never met.
So listen, I'm gonna hold out hope, keep my head up,
That's right.
and you know, you guys.
We can't visit. That's what we found out. We still can't visit you at the jail. So
Oh, I know that.
You weren't
I know
going
that.
anyway.
Oh yeah, they don't have visitors here. They haven't had it since COVID.
I know.
So it's gonna be after I get moved, and then it's probably gonna be, from what I've heard, the way they do it is they move you to one place, like an intake place, and then from there they send you out from there. So like it'll be in 5 weeks from now. I'll get sent probably to Camp Washington, and then from Washington, whatever prison that they assign you to is where you go from there.
I cannot
You
stand
see what I mean?
Yeah, it'll be a little while. Okay.
So yeah, so I mean, honestly, I would plan on it being, if we're in November now, I'd probably get moved to somewhere else, the second week of December.
We love you, Charlie.
And then I'd be there for a month to the second week of January.
Only Florida, right, Charlie? Only in
Yeah,
Florida.
no, I'm going to be in state prison.
Oh,
So,
so she just thinks he'll only be in Florida ever. And now he's not. He's in South Dakota.
I already spoke to him about it's like protected custody, but they actually have camps that are like, this guy was telling me, I told you about the guy who was in the jail cell across from me, right?
Yes.
That was the courthouse. This guy's been locked up since 2008, and he looks at me and he's like, you Adelson? Yep. And he's like, oh, I know all about your case. And I'm like, how do you know about my case? You've been locked up since 2008. He goes, oh, because we hear about stuff in prison still. And he told me, like, you got to be in protective management. And it's like,
That's what they call it. Protective management.
Like I think a police officer, they get sentenced, they can't put them in general population, but he said it's basically, it's actually kind of good. It's like, they don't keep them, at least the way he was describing it, is if you can get to a camp that's just all protective management, everybody there are people that have to be protected. So it's not like they have
what he's saying is it's not the pedophiles, it's all the murderers. And that's where he wants to be. Pedophiles, if you remember what my son said, they don't go into protective custody. They just don't put out their information, because if they go into protective custody, then they'll never.
Cell by yourself, locked down 23 hours a day. And they're like, okay, you're protected. You're by yourself 23 hours a day. You have to come out an hour a day. Outside of that, you have to be in your cell. I think this is like a general population of all people that have to be protected. So it's like, I guess they put, people that have high profile, people that have police officers, people that they can't put, they keep them all in the general population group to themselves.
Yeah.
And it's actually pretty good if you get into one of those.
Yeah. So, anything he can do, he's going to be doing. You know that. You know that. You work on it.
Yeah. And listen, that is the one advantage of it being a high profile thing, is that they don't want to have a problem with themselves either, because it makes the facility look bad.
And meanwhile, he spends his day eating his toe jam. I mean, that's really what he does, because he's in the worst place.
Well, you're going to be, they know you're going to be targeted. There's no question at all. Like, it's, so if they take the precautions, then it should be fine. Listen, I'm just going to stay strong. I just feel, you have to understand it. I know it's Monday morning quarterback, but it's like, I just feel like I should have followed my gut. When my gut tells me something, like, a lot of things would have been different in my life. Many things. I'm just not talking about any one thing in particular.
No, I know that.
No, Charlie is no longer allowed to represent Dan.
It's just like, I don't know, maybe the way I told you to that same day when Enzo died, like maybe my brain is just wired, fucked up, where I realize things, I recognize things, I know what's going on, and then I know the right thing, and then I let some fucking vet
whack job
tell me that it's a spider bite. And I said, he yelled. You don't yell from a spider bite. You yell from a snake bite. Still treated it like a fucking spider bite. I didn't even take a blood test on him. I think I was so hung up on the date that it happened and the other things. I just was like, no, this is impossible. This is fucking impossible.
Yeah.
This is impossible. Like, I just kept telling myself, there's no way this just happened. And I didn't follow my gut. But honestly, if that would have been if he then was inside, it would have taken a year 100 times worse. So, because he would have fucking bitten somebody while I was in here and then caused a problem out there. It would have been that much harder on him. I just look at it now as like, people, you see signs and you know you're done posting something, fucking obey.
Mm.
Just, yeah.
I don't know.
Just unfathomable. Just such a high point on Sunday night.
I mean, basically, you're right. Jackie Fulford got him to admit. I mean, yeah, not Jackie. That was Donna's. But yes, I see what you're saying. So Jackie stated that Charlie was guilty to Donna. Yes, and she didn't correct him.
Literally going through my stuff, giving everything away. I had to
You
get my
knew.
socks back.
You knew when they came to get you to bring you in the courtroom so quickly. You knew.
When they came, I go, you guys are right.
I missed it. I missed it. I missed it. I was like, oh, I'll go back home. I'll go back to the office. I couldn't move quick enough to get down to the courthouse.
For me, I go, does the jury have a question or something? He goes, no, we have a verdict. I go, do you know what the verdict is? He goes, nope, they don't tell us that. They just said they got a verdict. I'm like, oh. And they asked the Kaplan's closing. I go, so would a verdict be a hung jury? He goes, nope, a verdict means that like as I was walking up there, I just remember saying the words and I said, oh, so a verdict could be like a hung jury and reach an impasse? He goes, no, verdict means a verdict. He's either not guilty or guilty. I was like, oh, fuck. Like after the closing she did and how the people walked in the courtroom that morning and looked at me,
We were watching the whole time, and when we saw the time frame, I went, no, not in
Oh
3
my
hours.
God.
They
I
eat
bet
for an
she was
hour, and then they
gnashing
went
her
back there and
teeth.
just filled out their papers. That's all they did. No deliberation. Nada. Nothing.
No, actually, they had lunch. They order lunch in. It was a nice, beautiful lunch. A delicious, a whole one.
Also, when Dan was telling them, okay, now look at this wire, this number wire, this number second into the wire, play this and listen to this. I saw people, nobody was writing anything down. I was like, okay,
What was there to worry?
they're not even listening to what he's telling them to.
No, they were
look at.
actively listening. That's what it's called.
It's like, she's just telling them, like, go with your gut. After I make you sick from my 2-hour presentation and make it so simple for you, I'll either read to you what Wendi wrote in her book. Like,
Yeah.
So, Dan went person by person, like, broke down each witness, like, like what to focus on. Like, I mean, he really, like, it was not going to happen.
It wasn't a summary. It was detail. It was information. It was exactly why there's reasonable doubt on numerous reasons.
Not much.
Kaplan made it seem like, reasonable doubt is not this crazy thing. It's not like, you don't have to know what happened. You don't have to be, it just means you think this person's guilty. Like, oh shit, like, that's like saying 51-49. Like, do I think the Chiefs are going to beat the Dolphins this week? Yeah, I really think the Chiefs are going to beat the Dolphins. Like, I would bet that's where I place my money. But like, did I know? Do I have proof? No, just like the gut tells me that Chiefs are more likely a better team and more likely to beat the Dolphins. That's where I bet. But that's not like, 99%, or not 95%. I'm just pretty sure that that's going to happen. And I think that's kind of how they made the jury deliberations feel like when they're giving the instructions. Like, beyond reasonable doubt, it's not this crazy high burden of proof. It just means that a reasonable person thinks that this is what happened. Like, no, that's not what, I mean, that's not really what reasonable doubt is. I mean, reasonable doubt means, like, is there any other way something could have happened? Like, I think it was the way it was presented to them. I was like, you know,
That's what Dan said. It isn't fair that the people who present the case end the case. You know?
Oh, now
They
she's
start-
Tim
she's supposed to-
Jansen. Now she's Tim Jansen. You know how Tim says that all the time? It's not fair that the people who present the case end the case. So she listens to STS.
Finish. He said it's not a fair system. They laugh no matter what he said, and he was great. He was beyond great. They hear her laugh. They hear her laugh.
yeah, and any good points he
Yeah.
made, she spent the next half hour drowning them out.
Yeah. Sweep that away. Sweep that away. I know. We heard it.
So it's like, you know, ladies and gentlemen, use your common sense. Like, this, you know, I'm like, oh my God, like, it's not like, oh, my common sense. Oh, I think the Chiefs are going to beat the Dolphins. Okay. But that's not beyond a reasonable doubt the Chiefs are going to beat the Dolphins. It's the way it's phrased, the way it's worded, the way it's presented.
He took a class in conflation. I mean, the whole idea, if you look it up, conflating is taking two ideas that have nothing to do with each other and try to prove a point. All he does is conflate ideas. It's weird.
Like, you think you're like, you know, you're pretty sure, okay. Yeah, use your common sense. Chiefs are a better team than the Dolphins. Okay, they don't win that. They won the Super Bowl. Where are you going to put your money today, guys? Like, that's kind of how I felt like it was being laid out. Like, I've always heard people say, like, beyond a reasonable doubt means, like, pretty close to 100% sure. If you can't be 100, it's pretty damn close.
That's right.
Like, not the way it was described in that room. Like, it was just more like, we use your common sense, guys. Like, what do you think happened?
And to list 10 perfect examples with evidence of reasonable doubt. He only needed to list one.
No, she's just like, you know, you heard Wendy's book. You even heard her on the stand. She even said, like, they take little split 5-word phrases.
Yeah.
And it happens to the person. You heard her. She said this.
You're having some water? Is there
water? Yeah.
Okay.
Water that works in here. So,
He popped open a beer, Donna. Dump it. Are you having some water? Of course. What else can he drink? His own urine? That's later. He's drinking his own urine. But you drinking some water?
I just said, like, that was so, and in a way, I just wish I went with my gut.
You know, that's right. He never says it. All of this time, the jury got it wrong. He never said he didn't do it. Now I want a burger. I swear to God. I'm so hungry. All I had was fish sticks today. It's not even a joke. Trying to get weight off.
I don't see how that would have been. I know hindsight's 20/20, but like,
yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
Yeah, I wish I went with my gut with Enzo. I wish I went with my gut with a lot of other things.
I don't know why they don't
And
love the one.
Yeah, you get mad at nobody but yourself. That's the problem. Like, at least you go with your gut. You make a mistake. You're like, you know what? I went with my gut. This is where it got me. Like, my gut always led me to good places in life. You know, when I don't listen to my gut, it's really when I get bad places.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you, Not Again. That was very nice of you.
My gut, like, told me with Enzo.
Thanks, Mima.
It's serious. Taking these medications, changes, I got a lot of that page, in the hospital.
And in Wendy's case, money opened a lot of bridges.
Yeah, that's just a little bit quicker than I need. They're going to do the same thing for us. And, they charge me like $2,000 plus they want to keep them for a couple of days. And I'm thinking, like, I don't want to be paid for that long. I'll take
What
care of it.
happened to Jackie? What's wrong with Jackie?
Well, I'll think about what I want to do, buddy. I'm kind of leaning towards, I haven't decided yet. I mean, Bree kind of hinted to me, Roman wanting a dog.
That's what he was telling me about 2 weeks ago, that the mother was going to get it. She wants a big dog for him. He loves the big dog. So that's why I was thinking natural. That's a natural.
Well, I can tell you this. These are my two thoughts.
Yeah.
One thought is, Janice has spent the last year and a half taking care of him. He's familiar with Janice. Maybe he's been with Janice since he's known her since right. Since he was 8 months old. She also has her little puppy dog, so it's like the two of them get along. And like she's got obviously grown fond of him. She's been with him for 2.5 years.
Sure.
She may have maybe a better fit. My only concern with Roman is that
Because he's such a great parent. He's such a great parent. The fact that they're even having this conversation about a dog for a kid. Can you even? Sorry, it just.
it's an apartment, which is not the biggest thing in the world.
Thank
But
you.
it's a nice long walk.
Nice of you,
We
Song.
can't take Roman and Buddy on a nice
Thank you so
long walk.
much. I will go get that burger tonight.
And then,
Late.
Bree's
On the
working,
corner pocket.
from-
Thanks, Long Bits.
8 in the morning until 5 at night.
Tinfoil.
And then she's going to come home and she has to take care of Roman and the dog. Like, it's a big dog.
How nice
The
are
dog
you
needs
guys?
some exercise. So my other thought
Aw.
was seeing if Bree wants them. My other thought was seeing if they both. The only
What
reason
do the gems mean? Does anybody know what these gems mean? Oh, how nice are you guys? Thank you so much. Somebody's like sends 1,000 gems. I don't know what this means, but thank you so much. Very nice of you. Charlie reminds us it's all like Patty's Playhouse live stream over and over. Thank you. Yeah, they didn't have your typical mother-son relationship. Most mothers, Gammy, don't go to their kid and say, "Hey, can you find someone to off Dan?" They just don't do that. Taco Bell is open late. Thanks, MC.
I don't want to see if Tim wants him because who knows, Tim and Bree's mom can break up next week. But if they're good,
Wait, I missed that. If who wants him?
Bree's mom's boyfriend has a great name.
Right.
So who knows? That's maybe an idea. But it's also like Bree's mom and the guy can break up on both for that. Like,
I know. And the other thing is that just what you said, I mean,
When Charlie's dog Enzo got bit by a snake and died, Charlie mentions Enzo got bit on a certain day. It happened in July, so I always wondered if that happened on the same date as Dan's murder. That's a good thing for hold on, let me write it in Wendy's book. That's where I keep my notes now. I'm gonna ask True Crime Wifey because she'll know. She'll know. It's a good point.
Janice has taken, I have to tell you, she's taken very good care of the dog.
Thank you guys.
And she's attached to him.
Yeah.
If she will have room wherever she's going,
You have a bunch.
that's fine. She doesn't, she doesn't.
So that's the thing. It's like, will she have room? Will she want him? I have a feeling she's going to want him.
But she is or isn't.
Aww.
I think she will, to be honest with you.
It's virtual.
But she's got to fit him into an apartment with another dog. And that's going to be
Well,
it. But maybe she'll rent a house. Who knows what she'll do. Yeah.
who knows what she'll do? I don't know what she'll do.
But it's certainly, I mean, I agree.
It's a virtual gift. 100 jewels cost roughly $1 to $2 for someone to buy. So it's a shout out. It's no different than the others.
That that's the
That's
first
pretty
person
cool.
to ask because of her relationship with
Jackie
him and the
is
fact that
people.
she has taken very good care of him.
Oh my God! I
I
really
think
thought you were
he's
talking about
the
Jackie
person. I
Simpson.
mean,
Man.
honestly,
I'm
it
so
kind of
sorry.
kills me is that but me,
That's
Roman asked me about Buddy.
Well,
Like, on the phone with the bus. It'll say like me and you are water polo
Get
with
the
Buddy.
gem.
Like, I don't know if it's.
I don't know if it's good mentally for you, for him to have, honestly, and he's a
Oh, wait 1 minute. I'll go back to this in a second. Thank you so much, Kristen. Thank you. That is what I like. Thank you. She went to Toastmasters. I hope you like it. I hope you stick with it. That's
very big
cool.
dog for Bree and Roman to manage. She's in an apartment, and it's a lot.
It's gonna fuck up. I mean, it's gonna be like the one thing that dog reminds of me every day. And when the dog dies, it's gonna be like the fourth thing to fuck him up.
Right. No, I don't think it's mentally good, to be honest. As much as the idea is there, I don't think it's mentally good for Roman. It really isn't. It really isn't positive for
I
him.
mean, he talks about.
What the fuck are these people doing about? These people murdered a man and took the father away from their children, and they're worrying about the dog. Like, what? Let the boy have the dog. It's not positive for the dog, but taking the man's father away?
Bubbles and that's Bree about Bubbles. He asked me about Bubbles, but then it's gonna be like, here's Bubbles for his dad. Like he's the dad with Bubbles.
Yeah.
That's what we did when he came over. He sprayed Bubbles with a hose. He threw water balloons with Bubbles. Like
Right,
that's what we
that's
did.
why it's not good, Charlie. It's really not good.
It's basically it's gonna fuck him up. He's gonna have the dogs without his dad.
It's not good. I would ask Janice. You ask her when Janice not. We will be sure that there's a good home with land. Who will take good care of him. We wouldn't just, us. We wouldn't do anything like that.
It's not like she's moving out next week. And we'll figure out what we're doing with the house and everything.
Right.
So it's not like you got a little bit of time to figure stuff out. Not like it's happening tomorrow.
That's right.
But I just, part of me really felt like, maybe it would be good if he had something to remember me by, but
No.
I think it would be bad.
It would be bad. It would hurt him. In the end, it would hurt him, and you don't want to do that.
It'll be like the one thing that was, like when he died, it'll be like the one thing that was with me and him, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Lose your dog hard enough, but I think tied in with me could be like, it just doesn't go back and forth. Like, it was still here in jail. Long as it's himself. It doesn't feel real, but it's real. Like,
You didn't hear anything about any dog at all? I'm like, why are you all doing that to this? Like, you don't want to hurt Roman, but you can hurt Benjamin and Lincoln? They're worried about taking the dog from the kid so he's on the land and the whole thing, but you're going to take the other two's father?
like I got told the Philippines.
Oh my God.
Basically, it's like, going through fucking gut instinct. Like, look at how far I got in life by following my gut.
Mm-hmm.
Like from school to business to friends to like everything.
Sorry,
was like
Rambo.
the building. Everything was good. Everything was like getting ahead. Like I was so much further ahead than everybody else. Like I look at all my friends now who are
Wendy's in charge of Roman's trust.
who are light years ahead of me
What
before I
grade
came in here. But like back in like when I was 35.
It saved you at your job. I am so happy for you, Kristen. It takes a big leap. It's not easy to do. So congratulations.
They were 35. I was the one paying for stuff because, like, I was so much more successful than they were, giving them advice.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You know, like,
Yeah, I know.
what the fuck? I mean, yesterday I was giving Jerry advice that he should go back and he was questioning whether they should do dirt or not. I said, no, go on and tell him that the biggest mistake of your life, you don't go for it. And I finished residency, and then, so I was light years ahead of them. Light years. I've been out practicing for like 6, 12, I was out practicing for 7 years, but he was like opening his office. You know, so it was like, think about how much further I was ahead after doing what I did for 7 years, and here he is just taking on all
Basically,
the
the
stuff and
business cell.
start from scratch, building that place out. Now it's like,
Listen to me, hon. Try to take some deep breaths. Try to get yourself calmed down. I know that's an unpleasant situation you're in. And let's
Unpleasant.
get your time with Dan, and then hopefully they'll come and get you the hell out of there. But just call us and let us know what's going on and where you are.
yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm fine. I don't need to keep repeating myself. I'm just,
No, you're not, not repeating yourself.
Here's
You're not
Dad.
repeating
All
yourself.
right.
no, I am, because I've heard myself say it all the time.
You know when he comes in to
That
the
was bad.
game?
This is
He
now.
comes in when Charlie starts talking bad about himself. Then Harvey will speak up and go, no, 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 no.
It's okay. You tell me anything you want.
I just,
I know.
I should have. Yeah, certain, I'm not just talking about any one thing that they do.
Oh, I know. I know.
All my conscious things that make my own decision. At least I can like look back and say, you know what, like that was my decision. Good, bad, or indifferent. Like I made the decision. It's like I get rid of myself. Like recognize something for what it is, and then make a decision, and then let somebody talk me out of it. It's when I'm like, I was talking about myself, getting talked out of things, but it's just very. This is a place where you can do a lot of thinking. That way.
Yeah, I know that.
Yep.
I know that.
I have a very active mind. I don't have one of these minds that are like, I'm like a German Shepherd. I've got to be busy doing the job or doing something. I can't just like sit idle. You know, some people do.
Unfortunately, Donna is incarcerated at Homestead Correctional, which is where Harvey probably has a rental unit nearby.
It was my ADD where I always have to be like on the move and doing something active and like
Always think.
everything going someplace and always thinking, and this is like the opposite of that environment.
I wish I knew, Larissa.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a real trial. I mean, it really was not like.
No.
I mean, not that I've been to other trials before, but I can't imagine it being like.
No. No.
It was.
It's
Everything
Mintz.
that could have been
It's Michael Mintz. 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 Mintz.
done right for you was, and it was like these people waiting for the hanging outside. They just made up their mind. They did what they did. They wanted to know what they did. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. That's just my opinion.
The people that you got on that jury, we had to wait our exit. I mean, when I wrote down the people that we needed to kill, like the people who made it through the way it is 152 people that they questioned. Yeah, 5 questions each, 152 people. When those people, after 2 days, we got to 150 people, we only had 60 people out of that 152 people. So then out of those 60 people, 21 come up and they say peace. Then we start questioning the 21. And then, like, people at the 21 are trying to get thrown off the jury. Like, the guy who plays the New York Yankees has no interest in associating himself with this case. The guy who was a restaurant manager and had, like, managed a chain of local restaurants, no interest in associating himself. So these guys are, like, taking themselves off of the jury, right?
Yeah, and they were also
Then
telling you
have
you were
left,
guilty, but there is
and
like,
then you ask them a bunch of questions, and then you got to get rid of people that you just know they're going to be horrible for you, like absolutely horrible. You know, like the woman whose husband's a sheriff's officer, and she goes to church, and all her friends at church are law enforcement, and she's close with a lot of law enforcement. Like, how could she ever go to church on Sunday if she voted for me? So we had to use an X on her. You know, it was like people, you know, a guy was a detective for 20, 40 years with Miami-Dade, and he was a fire arson specialist, and he was telling us about his photographic memory. He knows about the case, but he could be fair. Like, he had to come off. So, like, when I wrote down all the people who were like, okay, these are the ones we got to get rid of, I looked at the jury experts, and honestly, 8 out of 10, I think, of the ones that I had X's on, they had the X's on the same people. Yeah, they're just like, yeah. And these are guys who do it for a living. It's like, I don't, but my vibe was like, no. And then even with like the other like 2 or whatever that we like debated on, it was like a toss up. They weren't like, you know, but it was just, you know, like one lady was, when Dan was speaking, was like in the first day she was falling asleep with her face in her hand. Fall asleep. I'm like, literally like, you know, some like 65-year-old black lady just like looks at her, closed her eyes and put her face in her hand.
we don't believe Wendi does, just because Wendi hasn't had a history of visiting anybody or doing anything for someone else, but Harvey is visiting her.
So I'm like, he's questioning a witness, so you can have information that you're fucking falling asleep. You know, then it really it comes down to the summary. You just like, you sit everybody down and have to watch a kind of session.
We don't know.
But that's works with this other accent. These people back and tell that. And they say the prosecutor said the closing is not to be construed as evidence in the case. What do you think people walk out with their ears?
Yeah.
Right? So why the hell are they talking? They're saying stuff that's not evidence, but then you're going to go back and deliberate on it.
No, they didn't do anything. They didn't look at one thing.
No. I'm telling you, when Dan was telling them the places to go look, like at what time and what recording to go listen to for yourself, they weren't even writing the notes down. They had no interest. Like,
because they made a decision without listening. They made a decision.
She's like, well, if you feel like this is, and I'm telling you, like, I just wish I went with my gut and think a lot of things.
There's the gut.
Not one thing in particular. Lots of different things. I wish I went on my gut. Because then at least I know it's in my hand, you know? I like it in my hand.
That's right. I know.
Not like, oh, I have faith.
But just remember what I said to you. There's a lot of things that you need to talk to him about. Just remember what I said to you about some things that went on that he needs to tell you, okay? So please remember that's important, okay? All right. You'll talk to him, and then whenever he gets there, it's 10 minutes to 10. So whenever he gets there, you'll talk to him. He knows about getting your property, and then when he speaks to you, you'll ask him that question. What'd you tell my mom? She couldn't tell me. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll ask you. By the way, what are the chances that when the FBI arrested me, I didn't have a shirt on, so they went in my closet to go grab something. They grabbed the orange sweatshirt that says unemployed.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's the sweatshirt that I got.
God, I wish we had that video.
You know,
I still don't understand. I wonder if we could do a federal FOIA. Has anyone ever done a federal FOIA to find out if we can get that? So he was wearing a shirt. I gotta write that down. I don't think I've ever heard that before. He was wearing a shirt or sweatshirt that said unemployed when he was arrested.
you remember the one I bought it in South Korea when I was in Wisconsin?
I do. We thought it was funny. Yeah.
It says unemployed across the front. And what's funny but not funny, I was joking around with Chad once. And I said, Chad, watch this. With my luck, I'm going to get arrested in this sweatshirt. When if I ever get arrested, I'm going to be wearing this sweatshirt. I said that to him. I'm like, because, I mean, it's the most, listen, I don't have any clothes that have writing on it, actually. But it's like the most ridiculous thing. Like, you know how, like, John Belushi has a sweatshirt that says college?
Yeah.
So this was like the take on it. It's all bunch is unemployed across the front. So I was like, no, watch if I ever get arrested, I'm going to be wearing this sweatshirt. I actually wasn't wearing it. They picked it out for me.
Really?
Like, yeah, no, I didn't walk out with it. They went in my closet to go get it. I was otherwise just going to be walking into Broward County Jail in a pair of shorts. So they put up and I don't even think they read it. I think they just looked in my closet, saw an orange sweatshirt, pulled it off the hanger, and kind of walked outside with it. Here you go. Then he got me a pair of flip flops because I was barefoot.
Oh, can you imagine that look?
I thought for sure I had a burglar that night. Morning.
Yeah. Yeah, because you heard the barking.
Well, it's not just the barking. I heard the dog barking. I heard the glass breaking.
Yeah.
And then, because I have 10 windows at my house, it's like the original windows from '57 by my bedroom. I didn't put hurricane windows there. So what do you call it? I heard like somebody, it sounded like someone was jumping my fence. I'm like, you hear the glass breaking, the dog barking, and somebody outside your bedroom window. Like, I thought I heard voices, and I definitely heard rustling and someone on a fence, like jumping in the middle of a aluminum fence. And I was like, holy shit! Like, I got a burglar. I definitely have a burglar. They were bashing like security cameras. That's what they do when they do a raid.
Yeah.
You know that now, don't you?
Yeah. And they didn't have, usually I've been told since that what they'll do is they'll put like a blue light that's, not with any sound, but like a circular blue light that's flashing outside. So that the homeowner looks outside, they know, okay, it's police. Because otherwise, you can easily mistake that person for burglar. It's dark. They're coming on your property, and technically,
how does he know how they do it with federal crimes? Like, how does he know they flash lights? How do they know?
Someone in Florida, when someone comes past the fence line, it's considered a burglary. Like, if they come on your property, it's trespassing. But if someone comes over your fence, they're now burglars. They're now considered a burglary of the property, and you can actually stand your ground state. Like, if someone's burglarizing your property and you're fear for your life, you can shoot them. This wasn't a burglary. This were semi-automatic rifles and SWAT team helpers. It was so stupid. They could have if they would just knocked on my door, I would have come right out.
Sure. Let's do it that way.
No, I mean, I could have easily been shot. I could have easily thought I was catching a burglar. Meanwhile, they thought I was coming at them. Just misunderstanding, Could easily happen. how many of these guys, if they think they have a burglar in their backyard, they're going to come out, armed and ready?
That's right.
Yeah, probably most of them. Yeah, you got to identify yourself.
Of course. I know.
But this is special case.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Dan will get that stuff. Hopefully, put it someplace. So hopefully one day I get to wear it again. Maybe.
That's right. Yeah. Sure, we'll get it to us and we'll keep it for you. Don't worry about that. Let's just take care of you for right now.
I wonder if which we'll never know, if Dan talked to him about the parents going to Vietnam. Because Dan knew they were gone. Remember on STS?
Move on what has to be done this month. That's important.
Yeah, no, I'll make a list of different things. And like I said, I think probably the best thing with Buddy is to let him be the Janice.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That would be my number one.
I think that's a better.
I just think, I think it's good for Roland to talk to me on the phone.
That's right.
One, I don't think Bree realizes how much exercise. He needs to go on a real walk. Janice takes him on a 15-minute walk every morning. Probably 3 15-minute walks a day. Bree can't do that with holding Roland by the hand so he doesn't run anywhere.
No, of course
the
not.
dog and he pulls hard enough that Jason had to let him go once or a couple times because he would pull her over otherwise. He's a lot bigger, stronger than Bree.
Yeah. No, it's not a good idea. I mean, the original thought was there, but it's mentally it's not a Roman, so I wouldn't do that.
No, I think it would be torture for him. It would be like that's the one thing that we always did together, and it's just literally going to remind him of.
He was literally like 4.
It'll bring instant memories back.
He doesn't even live in the same state as you, and you think, you think the 4-year-old's going to remember all of this, but Dan's 4-year-old wouldn't remember that.
It'd be better with Janet. And if it's not her, trust me, we will figure something out. Okay?
Yeah, I could also talk to Mike and see what he's thinking. I got a couple ideas of who may be able to look after him.
Okay.
But listen, if it was Enzo, it would be a different story. So
I know. Oh, I know. Sure.
Enzo was my boy. I love that dog more than anything.
I know you did.
He loves the dog more than anything.
So I was just thinking I'd be getting out and I'd be like working to getting like a good head plan.
Oh my God.
Moving forward and not. Let me let you go. I'll call you guys later, okay?
Sounds good, Charlie. I love you. Bye.
Oh my God, that dog thing's got me wrapped up. Thanks, Gammy Kathy. How nice are you guys? Thank you all so much. How sweet. Thank you. Pat Sanford showing up at your house is a dream for me and Judy at AA Legal Focus, only because we haven't done anything wrong. He is cute. Living his life modestly. I know. How would he know when the feds are knocking down the door? Like, how does he know? Whenever I dream about eating chocolate bars, I always wake up just before eating it. Even if my dream says stay calm. You've never even heard of a periodontist. Good for you, George. Never had that gum disease. Good question, Patty. I really have that question. How did he know that the feds, he must have done research or talked to people so he would kind of know when they showed up what they were going to be doing. Kristen, when I'm bush hogging, I have 2 big hawks that land on the fence. Oh, you guys are still talking about. I really thought Jackie St. Germain had a kidney problem. So I apologize, Jackie. They're talking about an eagle. Harley gave no dramatic speech he didn't show up, Bethy. He never showed. I'm so glad to see names in here that I've not seen before. So thank you all for joining us. That's pretty cool. We have a great community. If you don't know, like this is how I don't really have any other shtick. Like I don't do comedy like Judy AA Legal Focus. I don't hire 12-year-old interns like Mentor Lawyer. They're not 12, but they're like college students. Like I don't have that option. I don't have any of that. I'm just kind of making fun. But I don't. And so it's really nice to have the chat and get to know everyone in the chat over the last 2.5 years. It's been nice. I think Charlie knew that firearms feds will typically approach like that. I know the feds knew, but how did Charlie know? That's what I'm thinking. We have eagles too. There's a whole eagle's nest area over by Lake Piney Z. Tons of guns and barbed wire around the house. Nothing helped him. You dream about eating mashed potatoes. Charlie is lucky they didn't break down the door like Brian Koberger. Ooh, didn't they go through that house like a boo? He doesn't know anything. Where is Bree living? North Carolina. That's what I mean. He's the dog and the whole thing. What? He acts like he was in every, I'm going to talk nurse talk, like activity of daily living. He didn't show up for Roman's life every day. He wasn't there. Roman's going to remember that that's what we did. But Dan's kids aren't going to remember that's what they did. That's how arrogant these people are. Wait a second. I did not dream for 15 years. And since I'm supplementing Cratton, really? I would love to have dreams again. I don't dream either. I haven't dreamed in forever. I dream when I take melatonin and it's not good. They're so shallow. I just can't. How do you do that with people? Chris, I went in May. It was amazing. Oh, you went to Alaska. Nice for you. Charlie knew the bump guy was law enforcement. He knew their phones were bugged. His gut was telling him but to flee. And he kept talking and stayed and got caught. Dumbass. He was expecting them. His gut feeling again. They all could have left town. Absolutely. They could have all left town. Wouldn't that video, like, I would love to see the inside of that condo when they're gnashing their teeth and running around like a. Charlie's a gangster. Well, thank you, Rebecca. That's nice. I know Rebecca here in town, so it's nice to hear. I'm doing the Following the Eagles too. So glad Jackie is doing. Me too. I was like, what the hell? He knew it from the movies. Oh, that's good. There used to be bald eagles in Summerbrook. I didn't know that before they developed it. Listening to Donna and Charlie in the jail phone call is definition of delusion. Probably didn't know. He probably saw flashlights or heard cars pulling up. I would love to know what he studied in that. Does anyone look that up? Oh, I gotta get to home. I gotta get home. Hold on. Jeffrey Lacoste. What is it? Memory research? Is that what he did? This is 2013. Hold on. You guys, I'm going to get in so much trouble. So, mental function, is there something about memory in here? No. Psychiatric medications. It's chemical imbalance. Wasn't it memory that she wanted to know? Okay, wait a minute. I keep saying, wait a minute. The two, you need to have that. I don't know what you believe in, but there's a reason why you're having nightmares. And I would have somebody bless that where you're living. That's what I would do. Twice a night since moving into the condo. Yeah, I would have to have somebody come and bless that house. Yeah, for sure. When researching online, I found others who had way more dreams on creatinine, and it is known to improve brain function. I'll look at it. Is it a capsule? What are you taking? I do remember that. Talk about remember the spare rib, broken tooth. Yep, the friend. That's how they met Harvey. There's a video when the SWAT or cops showed up at Laura Owens, who faked her pregnancy with the Bachelor. That's probably how they showed up. You went from no dreams to vivid. Charlie watched Law and Order. Hi, whatnot. I would like to dream and be able to eat a chocolate bar. That's what I thought. What kids remember from a young age, but I don't see it. Childhood memory. Mm-mm. He's a doctor now. Let me see. Antidepressants, serotonin. I'm on his research gate. I don't see anything. I'm going to look into that though and see if I can find something. Yes, they did interview the Geek Squad repairman, but I believe they save him. I believe that's why they're not here locally. He still lives here. He couldn't speak on it, but that doesn't mean he didn't do research, and that's what I was looking at. You got to pray over your domicile. So that's why I thought about it, Karen. I thought there might be something. Sage too. You got to have somebody like come bless your property. I'm a big believer in it, of course. Charlie was obsessed with Paul Castellano, the mob boss. He kept telling Donna about it. Donna was rolling her eyes and curling her toes. It's a powder you take by scoops. It is tasteless. It is used by fitness, improves fitness. Thank you. You use 10 to 15 milligrams to be absorbed well. It needs protein. Okay, good. Hey, Cat Duck. What is this channel about? It's a good question. We mainly talk about true crime. Nice to meet you. Yeah, they're not going anywhere except they're going to Vietnam. I mean, that's the. Oh, I'm sorry about your wrist being fractured. I hope you're okay. He welcomed Cat Duck. That's right. And if you're wondering, like, why is she reading my stuff? It's because I read the stuff. Didn't he say Wendi was asking that in one of the police interviews? Yeah. He did say that on the stand. And then they had an objection. It was in Donna's trial. It was an objection. And then they went and said he wasn't an expert, so he could speak to it. We deviate. We do it. The creator called New Contest just did a video on the Adelsons. It's funny. I'll look them up. Thank you. Wendi Adelson is an unindicted co-conspirator. You're welcome. Thanks, Cat Duck. You think they're saving a... I do too. No Contest new video. Thank you, Cat Duck. You need some... For a kilo of meat, it has about 5 grams of creatinine, so you add to it. I will. Thank you. I'll get it. My husband could use it too, I bet. And we talk about Wendi Adelson not being a whore. She's open for duty, but she's not a whore. Thank you so much for these gems. I learned something new. I appreciate it. This is how sweet. This is so cute. Gems. Thanks, Song Bits. Thank you to all the subscribers too. Like, I have a lot of subscribers. I have, I think it's like 7,500. We'll say 7,500 subscribers. And a lot of people pay for, you know, the next level up, patty cakes and patty melts. So thank you all to that you do that and take care of me. I really do appreciate it. It always helps. Keeps me in the finest of abodes. I love my office. I'm surprised Charlie doesn't rat on Wendi. We are too. I bet. Like Professor Joe said, I bet Georgia would be flying up to South Dakota if Charlie would flip and she'd bring her some Wendy's. Memberships. That's the word, memberships. Memberships are available. They are available. Thank you. Yeah, for my husband. Put it in something like yogurt. That's a good idea. I eat yogurt every day. I'll get it, Larissa. I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see your face often. Well, I'm going to go because I got to be back here at 9 o'clock in the morning. My car has an oil leak. So I have a girl mechanic, is coming to fix it in the morning. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a great night. There's 300 people watching and I have to go. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.